Alrighty, guys, we are back live for another week of Meseeks Sunday Showdown. This is a Trovo, HyperX, Juju Energy, and SXC Finger Sleeves production. That's right, guys. We partner with the best of the best to bring you some of the best. Again, this is week 40. A lot at stake here. Only 12 teams in the mix this week as we are moving back over to a all-phone tournament, guys. That's right. Champs right around the corner. Stage 4 in the mix. Definitely getting into the habit of getting back in it. Guys, we've got some great content for you here as we're going to get ready for our first series of the night. We're going to be on board with Primal and Team 11 as 11 is making their way into the building. Primal already in there as we can see the rosters. Energetic, Capri, Mangos, Moralto, and Bright for Primal. For the guys over at 11, we've got Super Legend, Diego. No money so far, so we're going to get started up here shortly. This is going to be a best of 3, but some of the other teams that have registered this week, Wise and Seminole going to be in the first round. ARP, Latham and Monarchy, Lux and Community Esports. And teams that have already got buys and moving on to the second round without any kind of competition due to the fact that we don't have 16 phone teams to play. Operation 34, Explicit, Fansigi Gaming, and Zygnus Esports. So we're going to get geared up for our first series. And if you're wondering, what is going on? Huh. All right, I was trying to send out a notification. There we go. Has been sent out. Any rate, as we're getting geared up for the first series, if you're wondering where Day is, Day actually going to be missing a little bit of this first series. He's running a bit late. He had a migraine earlier, to my understanding. Definitely feel for the guy because I've been, you know, it's been a busy weekend for myself, man, trying to juggle back and forth. Nonetheless, we're going to bring all the heat here tonight in this first series. This best of 3 is about to start up. We're going to start off on a hardpoint crossfire, followed up by S&D raid. And if we are fortunate enough to go to a game 3, it's going to be a domination standoff. Again, this is Primal and 11D going to be battling it out in the first round as we're going to get geared up for our first series. To top off the 11D roster, Wero going to join in. So Wero, Diego, No Money, Legend, and Super. I think Super actually might sub out, as he might be trying to get a 5th player to join in. Guys, how's everybody's weekend? Everybody doing all right? Everybody have plans? Anybody do anything exceptional? What's going on with you guys? Talk to me. Bro, I was busy working on the car this weekend, and I literally got sunburnt on my shoulders. I wish I could pull it up and show you guys. It's not as bad as being at the beach for a weekend, but my shoulders are definitely crispy right now. As a matter of fact, if you see me itching on stream, you'll know why. So, guys, welcome in. If you're just now joining in, we haven't started the action yet. Best of 3 about to start off. Again, Hardpoint Crossfire is where we're going to start that action off at, as we're going to get geared up for this first round to go underway. Dei will be joining us mid-matchup. Not sure if he'll join us for the first round, but we'll have him on board at some point. And I'm expecting this matchup to be a sweaty one. Levity, obviously, one of those teams that have been dominant for us in this competitive COD Mobile scene for the longest. And then we got Primal, who has some go-to players, Moralto, Mangos, and Jetic. And Jetic is just cracked, bro. They're definitely going to give 11E a run for their money here, but this is the first round, and the winner of this matchup is going to be moving on to play Fansiggy Gaming. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm very familiar with Fansiggy as an organization, as when I was casting Mobile Mayhem Battle Royale, they were just... Good God, they were some of the best Battle Royale players I've ever, got the chance to spectate. AMK as well. AMK absolutely cracked. But I'm not 100% familiar with the roster that they signed up with. As a matter of fact, I'm taking a look at it as we speak, just to kind of familiarize myself with who they've got on board. And from the looks of it, they've got a massive Discord. I never knew they had 17,000 members. That's major. We've got Justin Byhavi, Just Ovi. I'm familiar with him. He used to play on a roster that sounds familiar. They've got Legacy, Choi's, Sam, Just Sam, Desiren, and Fusions, rounding out their 8th player. So interesting to see how they pan out. I'm not 100% sure, but based off of what I'm reading, it looks like they might be a Latam team. 100% again on that one, but we'll get it figured out. Wiki, Psycho, how's everyone doing tonight, man? Franco, thank you for the cast keys as well, bro. Yeah, we got a couple of treasure boxes active, guys. So if you just follow the instructions, get in on that action. And, get your chance out there to win some free elixir, as we're going to get started up here. This is week 40 of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. And as I say that, DePau actually going to be making his way onto the roster, and they are going to be starting up here. Just for reference as well, the Sparrow and the Annihilator are banned, as a matter of fact. So we won't see either of those options in this first game. Well, actually, Sparrow and Death Machine, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, game 1, Hardpoint on Crossfire. As we are starting up here, P1 going to be opening up. We're going to switch out of that third person point of view, kind of just showing off the skins that these guys have. As P1's opening up right, and Primal going to be making their way on the point. We're also picking up a kill. Bright going to be traded. Mango's actually holding the fort down, and this is going to be a Levity on the outskirts of P1 here, clearing the path to get a break coming through. Diego going to take down one. DePau going to be traded instantly. The point is not going to be held. No money on Trovo, actually going to be that OBJ player at the point. Now we got ourselves a ball game. We've got a little bit of a stout hold here from Primal. They are not giving these guys anything to work with. as I do see Angelic actually get the break there. He takes down No Money, and battle for P2 transitions are going to come through as I do see a few players from 11. Oh my god, Moralto with the snipes. Cowboy, thank you for the hypes in chat. I appreciate it, guys. This is the first game of the first round. Primal and 11 taking each other on here as the 35 points and counting here are going to be collected for the guys over at Primal. P2 setups are going to be favoring 11 as we do have a few players already on point. Rotations have already been made. Now Primal with a 30-point advantage almost, going to be making a break here. Diego Nuero says absolutely not. They're going to prevent those rotations here on this side buildings. I call these carpet rooms because you can see all the carpets are there. Of course, that middle building being bus station. Now Moralto and Primal trying to get on point. Not been successful yet. We'll see if Moralto can get the opening frag for the break to come through. It's not going to happen. This is a 100% hold so far for the guys over at 11, and they have just absolutely ran the tables here in this P2 transition, as they should. P1 was kind of a bust for them, only about 10 or 11 points or so off of that point, but they definitely made up for it here in P2, and now we're going to see a complete transition. Everyone abandoning that P2 area. Wedo picking up a kill. Angelic and Bright going to be tag teaming up too as well. As Angelic down with 5 kills on the board. Taking a look at the leaderboards. 10-4 for Diego and 10-2 for Wedo. We'll go ahead and jump over to Wedo as well.
Lost the lead.
Just got messages from Day. Day's actually going to be joining us in our second series, so we won't be here tonight for the first one. I'll take over this one by myself, but Day will be joining us for the second series. Franco with a look at me, I'm Mr. Meseeks. That's right, bro. That's exactly where that comes from. Let's go Primal, Wiki says. Primal.
Enemy contact.
You must be like a Moralto fan or something. Mangoes, who's your favorite Primal player, Wiki? Alright, we're going to see Bright pick up that opening frag to get the retake here in P3. This bottom broken building just has been a back and forth ordeal. However, Primal going to be remaining in possession of it, as they're going to be able to rack up a 30-point advantage on the backs of a great rotation over to P3. P4, you can see, going to be occupied by 11. This is a back and forth matchup. Legend picks up 1-2 big kills for Legend and 11, as Diego is now 16-9. Good God, bro. Poor Wedo. He's got a Sparrow, but he can't use that. As a matter of fact, why? Okay, Sparrow and Death Machine are banned? I don't think that's the case, because these guys have Sparrows all ready to use. As a matter of fact,
we've taken the lead.
I see Death Machine too. What is this? Why are...
Lost the lead.
Let me send a DM out.
Pressure killer drone deployed.
P5. This last point going to be at the bottom of the hill. Primal, 28-point deficit. They're going to be able to make up for a few points off the bat, as I do see 11 trying to come through on the back end. Not going to have anything to do here. Diego going to be spotted to take it down. And now Wedo going to be making his way through Deli. DePau going to be there on the backside. That is a phenomenal flank, but will he be able to hold it, as I do see him actually push up and get taken down. Wedo going to be traded as well, and this is this should be all Primal here. As I say that, they actually are going to be caught outside the point for a few seconds, and as I say that, the retake coming through, not going to happen. It's going to be denied. Annihilator and Death Machine ban. Why are they still using Death Machines then?
We lost the lead.
Matter of fact, all of Primal is using Death Machines, except for Mangoes. Or not Mangoes, but Moralto, who's got the Tempest in hand. We've got ourselves a ball game here, but literally about maybe 10 seconds Less than 10 seconds. Going to be separating these two teams. 9 to be exact. Primal going to get an early advantage here. We're also still sniping. He has 13 on the board. Taking a look at the KDs here. Jetic, of course, he's the one rocking the Holger at a 19 and our 20 and 15 KD now. Primal looking to steal this first match. They might be able to do it. Diego says, forget it, homie. I got you. And Jetic going to be spotted. Takes down. Gets taken down as he comes through the jump up. Not going to happen. Sparrow in hand. No money. Going to prevent any rotations from coming through. And DePau going to be your OBJ player as well as Wedo, who's got the XS1 Goliath in hand. They will be able to pick up a marginal lead, but won't be able to capitalize on a W here, as this this Goliath is about half health, or actually it's about 75% health. But Annihilator and Death Machine ban, I still see Death Machines being used though. That's the unfortunate thing.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hunter-killer drone deployed.
P2 transitions are where we're going to see this thing potentially in. Wedo will try to maximize all of this Goliath, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 11, not going to be able to make through, come through for the contest, and that's going to be it in here in the first game. 150 to 146. Primal going to steal the dub after a phenomenal P2 transition and a P1 contest long enough to prevent the guys over at Levity from taking the bag. They're going to be up 1-0 in the series. But, yeah, I was looking at all the operators, and it looked like everyone but exception of Moralto had the Death Machine out. So I don't know what the case was. We'll look into it a little further. But, again, I am not 100% on what the scenario was. I don't think... Gotcha. Okay, so that's tough. I just got word that Primal actually received the DQ for using the Death Machine. So the Death Machine and the Annihilator being banned, again, I was scratching my head the entire time as I was looking at the operators that were banned. So they took the dub here in game 1, but it's going to be turned over to 11. They're going to have the advantage moving forward. So they're going to be up 1-0 in the series. Take a look at the scorecards here. Jetic 25 and 16, Min and 38 on the hill, just an absolute savage beast. 29 and 22 for Diego, no money. 22 and 14, but a minute and 31, and Wedo also a minute and 16, 22 and 13. Phenomenal game for both of these guys. Unfortunately, the guys over at Primal are going to receive a DQ for the Death Machine use. Death Machine was banned. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know where the disconnect was there. Nonetheless, we're going to see a Search or Destroy on Raid B where our second matchup goes through. Hopefully, Primal will be able to overcome that DQ and be able to step it up here in the second game like they did in the first. Nonetheless, we are going to see 11 with a 1-0 advantage on the backs of that DQ. Yeah, Death Machine was banned. That's tough. Annihilator and Equalizer ban. I'm reading up through chat. Yeah. Supra! Coming through with the Mana Bomb. What's good, Supra? How are you doing tonight, this evening? It's probably late for you. Thinking about it. 100% not sure where you're from, but I know you're over in the Europe area, right? Okay. Wiki making some bold accusations or bold claims there. Primal 100% gonna get the S&D. Okay, Wiki, I can get down with that. It's gonna come down to the Dom. 11 200 IQ play by banning the Death Machine for no reason. These are you spitting facts, man. I can't argue with that. I think 11 was just more lucky than smart. You know, based off of what I saw from the gameplay, there was so much back and forth, bro. I really could not tell you who was going to win that matchup based off of seeing all the back and forth. Like literally, P1 was all in favor. I think it was like 40-10 off of that transition, and Primal had the advantage. P2 was locked down by 11D. P3 was a bit contested, but for the most part, I do believe Primal was able to take an advantage. But that early break for 11D was great. P4 was all 11D. P5 all, uh, you know, Primal. It was just back and forth all game. I think an early break in P3 where it eventually led to Primal getting back on the point. But again, back, on the backs of a DQ, 11 go up 1-0 in a series. They're going to have the advantage going into the Search and Destroy raid, but I do believe we're going to see Primal step it up and take us to a game 3. I think Primal was just expecting the usual Annihilator and Sparrow ban. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. As a matter of fact, the the Sparrow usage should have indicated. We didn't realize they banned it. Yeah, that's what I figured, Moralto. Because I'm sitting here scratching my head. I'm like, here's what I heard. So I got in messages, and it was actually supposed to go to Gil, but it went to me. And the message read Sparrow and Death Machine banned. And both of you guys had Sparrows and Death Machines. And then later to find out that was actually meant for Gil instead of for me. And Hello put it in Discord and said it's supposed to be Annihilator and Death Machine banned for this matchup in this series. So, yeah. Regardless, we're going to see this second matchup or second game go here shortly. Search and Destroy and Raid. Moralto, I'm asking you, man, take us to a game 3, bro. Let's see something crazy. I need something clip-worthy, right? Make it happen. Valor, I love it. Moralto Snipe's going to be the comeback factor. Let's see it. Yo, Meseeks Mobile Go with these 6-month subscriptions. Let's go. Love it, guys. Love the support. All right, we're going to see this second series or second game start up. Search or Destroy on Raid. Chat, what are your predictions? I saw where a few were talking about Moralto Snipe's going to be the game changer. I want to see it happen. We're going to get started here as we're on board with 11 so far. We're actually going to jump back over the Primal as I want to see what kind of snipes we have from my guy Moralto here. And I'm going to turn music off too because I know you guys hate that. Moralto is our daddy. That's what I love to hear. Let's go. Moralto equals daddy. We're going to see one from Mangos go down as Ice Spark. Going to be opening up. Who is Ice Spark? Yo, where would Meseeks be without Verdict and MSS? That's a great question. We're going to jump over to Diego and No Money as they've got the bomb here coming. No Money going to try and get it down here. Not going to happen. He's actually going to take some heat. This full bar area going to be where it is. All the action. 11D going to pick up one. Moralto gets on board, taking down Legend. A huge frag. Spark going to go down. Diego going to be at a 1v3. This is going to surely be a Primal first round indeed as Bright picks it up. They're going to be up 1-0 and the defense is all in favor of the guys over at Primal.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Also try to hit some wall bangs coming through that zigzag area.
Sniper eliminated.
Not going to happen, but Energetic and Capri are going to tag team up, taking 2 down. It's going to leave Legend, No Money, and Diego.
Enemy down.
Last 2 make that No Money and Legend as Diego gets taken down 11-y. Going to be on the brink of a 2-0 here after this solid performance here from Primal, who are not giving 11-y anything
Enemy
here
has dropped the bomb.
as they shouldn't, and now we're going to see the bomb collection come through. It is not going to happen as it is all the way on this modern art area, or art gallery area, rather, red, whatever you guys want to call it. Legend going to try and get an opening pick. Not going to happen. No Money does get on board, taking down Mangoes. First kill for him. And now we're going to see the push for the bomb come through. Capri going to be there to take some shots. Legends one shot. No Money. Get lasered.
Finish the mission.
Moralto going to pick up that final kill. 2-0 in favor of Primal. And Jetic needs a better team. This dude has been trying for a while. They're looking pretty good right now, I have to say.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
Need backup.
We're going to see yet again another first round. Oh my goodness. Wedo gets lasered.
Grenade out.
Peralto don't miss, bro. Spark going to go down as well as Legend. Diego with No Money yet again in a 1v or 2v1 scenario. Oh my god, he's one shot. Bright picks up the kill. Diego 1v3. He's all the way on the A bomb site. Going to play for some information here, waiting for the peak. Moralto,
Nice
peekaboo.
work. Get ready for the next
3-0
round.
now as Primal taking the lead and running with it.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Throwing smoke grenade. Need backup.
Moralto 4 on the board. I don't think he's died yet. 4-0, perfect. As Wedo going to get this bomb planted. A site was pushed aggressively. The 4v5 will ensue. They have about 35 seconds left on the clock. Legend's going to be weak. Pull bar is going to be his for the time being. He's going to get taken down. Bright with the Finnick plays coming through. No Money going to be taken down. Diego going to get the refrag. Diego going to take down another. And that's going to leave Moralto and Capri in a 2v. Make that 1v3 now. Is Capri going to be the last one alive? He's going to get spotted and taken down by Wedo. That's going to be the first round in favor of 11-D, who have a 1-0 advantage in the series. Finally getting on board. That's huge. We'll see how this last attacking side goes for them, as they are going to be flipping after this round. 11-D down 3-1. This is their opportunity to even, well, kind of even things up, but we'll see here as Primal just has been a phenomenal search and destroy team so far
Smoke
in this
out.
raid matchup.
Sniper! Get down!
We're also not going to spot 2 due to the smoke, and the bomb is going to make its way on site. A going to be covered. Mangoes picks up 1. Mangoes going to be traded. Spark's going to pick up a kill. Capri and Energetic going to be left in a 2v2. Spark going to be taking some shots. Legend's going to be down. Spark going to be left in a 1v2 scenario now. Energetic and Capri are going to try and clutch this up. Spark going to collect the bomb and take it to this tree head glitch. And now we're going to see about a minute and 10 seconds left for him to make a play. Capri and Energetic going to play back. No, not aggressive here. Going to allow him to push over to this B site. Not giving him anything here on this A site, as both of them are right here. One on rocks, one on pull bar and pull stairs area. Spark going to be pushing back towards the A site. He's going to hear a shot. If I'm Spark, I'm taking back to this B site. Clearing the kitchen out, but the guys over at Primal gonna push up aggressively. They are expecting him to still be at this A site. They get the information that they need. He is now over at B, so they are gonna be pushing back towards the B site effectively. And Jeddick gonna rotate back through kitchen. Capri already on Zig. The push from mid gonna come through. Spark gonna be holding top laundry. And the 1v2 has about 30 seconds left on the clock. That's all Spark needs. If he can get one, certainly open the door. He's going to be spotted and lasered, and Jeddick picks up the 8th kill. He's going to go ahead and give the defuse to Capri, too. Wow. Oh, man, what a gentleman.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Right, sides flipping, and Primal looking A1 right now.
Destroy the objective.
We're going to see the bomb picked up, and Jeddick going to make his way over to this B site. 2 players going to divert, push towards pool stairs, clearing out mid as they do. Wero going to be anticipating the B push here in the driveway area, spots a laser, giving the information out to his teammates. That's Mangos there, who has his laser on, and now we're going to see the, oh my god, Wero! 200 IQ, spots the laser, assumed he was right there on that red Lambo, and his assumptions were correct. Another going to drop. Spark going to drop to Moralto in the retrates. Moralto! Nice 2-piece. Destroys a trophy to go for some aim practice. The nade is baked. Going to get a third. 7 kills from Moralto. Encore. What a performance. Bomb is going to go down. 45 seconds on the clock. Legend and Wero going to have to play against time here. And as well as the man, the myth, the legend himself, Moralto, was actually taken down. That's tough. Wero picking up a big frag, and now Primal going to have to rely on Angelic and Brighton. I don't think I can think of anybody else better to take on this role, as Angelic has just been one of the best players in this roster for a long time. Legend! Oh, dude, what in the world was that, Bright? Bright.
Finish it.
Homie, you got to do better. Wero on the site, not going to get the defuse, does get the kill, but he doesn't have enough time. He actually saw. That's tough. Wero going to get destroyed as Angelic gets his revenge. That's one of those feel-bad moments.
Indeed it is, Verdict. Indeed it is.
Oh, guys, that's right. The nominee in the booth. How are you doing tonight, bro? I know you had a headache earlier. I feel you there, bro. It's been a tough weekend for myself as well, so.
Headache, sunburned.
Yes. Yes.
Combination of just not good things, but we're all right. We're here. We're excited. Meseeks is going to cheer me up, I believe.
Well, you are certainly missing out on a very, very sweaty search and destroy. Primal just owning right now. They're up 5-1. The kill comes through for Wero.
Share screen in Discord.
Oh, I got you, homie.
Bomb defused.
Bomb is going to be defused. 11E going to be down 5-2, but pick up another round as they are going to be staying alive here in the search and destroy. They're up 1-0 in the series, so Primal needs this search and destroy. I know they need it off the backs of a Game 1 DQ. They used a death machine that was banned.
Who did?
Primal did.
Primal did, okay.
Yeah, they were under the assumption that the Annihilator was going to be banned. Or not the Annihilator, but the Sparrow. So they were using death machines. It was tough. Nonetheless, yeah, it happens. They're in the search and destroy. They have a massive lead, but they're down to 2 players here as we're seeing a minute and a half left on the clock. Moralto actually going to be left on his own. That's going to be a 1v4.
Yeah, definitely a rough spot for him to be in, but we know what a solid search and destroy player he is, let alone how good he is at sniping. It does look like they all pretty much know that they have bomb down there and are going to look to defend. Moralto is going to pick up 1 in Legend, but is definitely still anybody's game as we move forward. You definitely got to be leaning towards 11T right now. But can't sleep on Meralto either.
It's got a little bit of time to play with. So 48 seconds, Spark, no money, and Diego not giving him anything to work with. Oh my god, what a laser. Takes down Spark as well. The heady going to be held here. And actually, he's going to push back. That's going to be no money. Diego will be right here to... Oh my god, a position of power. Going to catch. But we're also on the transition down the staircase. That's going to be another round in favor of 11D, who's managed to stay alive this far in the Search and Destroy matchup. Primal looking to close it out.
We got the bomb.
Yeah, definitely not a easy matchup for either of these teams. And definitely got to say, you know, 11T also a very good Search and Destroy team, right? Like, both of these teams are very strong in Search and Destroy. Obviously, we saw Ingenic on, what was that, Thursday? He was able to put up, I think, 17 kills in Search against Tribe, so it's definitely interesting to see him playing on the Primal roster. He's had the tag in his name for a bit, but this is starting to look like Primal are going to be able to close this one out. They're currently up 2 players, and only 1 round to go for them. Is looking pretty solid, but if there was anybody on 11T you were going to believe in, it would have to be Wero, right?
It has to be Wero. He takes shots on Capri. Capri able to win it on the backs of that head glitch on the bomb site. Literally thought Wero was going to be able to pick up that 2-piece, and all he'd had to deal with is Mangoes. That's a lot of work still, though, right? Mangoes still being alive. We're going to a game 3, guys.
To be honest, like, as much as I'm a Meralto fan, the previous few weeks of watching Primal play, I definitely wouldn't have expected them to come to the plate today and do as good as they have been doing.
It's a draw.
So definitely got to give them a bit of credit for that. Now, obviously, the 11T lineup for tonight is a lot different than what, you know, we would normally see, so that is definitely something to consider. But Wero is not a pushover player by any definition of the word. Neither is Diego, so definitely exciting to see these teams making it to Game 3 off of, honestly, what I would have probably expected to be a 2-0 win for side of 11T if I just looked at the schedule ahead of time. So, pretty epic. I am in game and could take an invite though, Verdict.
Gotcha. Let me let Hello know. Just a heads up, we're moving back to all phone. So that's the reason why, if you take a look at the bracket only has 12 teams. 4 teams got buys in the second round. Freebies in the first round, moving over to the second round. They already have a shoe-in for that. These are the teams that are facing off in the first round. So this is one of the teams that we're following so far. Primal and 11 fighting it out. Primal took the hard point 150 to 146, but lost it due to a DQ. And I just messaged Hello, so she's going to get that open. As soon as she does, I'll get you an invite.
Perfect.
As Day going to be joining us.
Yeah, we've got Miney in the chat. Let's go.
Let's go. Big dubs. Ooh.
A big Anarchy fan here, for real.
Huge Anarchy fan over here. All right, we've got Day in the booth. Getting geared up for this Game 3 domination standoff. I, for sure, am not rooting for any team, but based off of the first 2 games, Primal definitely stepping up to the plate and bringing their A game. I'm not anticipating them to take a dub here, but you got to stop and wonder, man. They're on a roll right now. They could certainly do it. And on the backs of 11E, with a somewhat different roster. As a matter of fact, Diego, Wero, and DePaul are the only 3 players that I'm familiar with. I've seen No Money before, but not 100%, sure how long he's been a part of the roster. I don't think I've ever seen Legend before. Trying to see
definitely a little different of a roster, but still a strong one nonetheless.
It's true. Trying to see who all else they have on their registration as we're going to get geared up for game number 3, domination on standoff. Phenomenal map, phenomenal game mode to play it on. We'll see who is the better today as this series is coming down to the wire. We're going to be on board with Wero off the bat as Game 3 going to be starting up here.
Enemy taking Alpha. Enemy
Yeah, as
taking
we are
Charlie.
getting on into it, we do have Domination begun. A and C coming through respectively. A grenade from DePau going to pick up Ingenic right off the bat.
Enemy taking B.
Now Capri is tied down a little bit. You gotta, yeah. What the? That seemed a little rough. Oh, I could probably close your stream now.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'm
going
not
to hit that.
double in Discord. Yeah,
Perfect. Stop streaming. Perfect. There we go.
perfect.
Game 3 underway. We've got a little bit of traction on B for the side of Primal. They'll be able to capitalize here. We have one player actually working through on the transition to the flank, and that could prevent the B cap from coming through. It does. 70% cap there as Diego going to be there for a contest. Going to be spotted by Capri, No Money, and Legend. Going to tag team, taking out one. DePau and Wero, that's the numbers they need. They're going to capitalize here as B and A are going to be pushed here. B is going to be capped. 11D going to take the advantage, and A is going to be forced as 11D looking very good in this domination so far. They're going to have a triple cap to, you know, kind of complement that is.
Missile inbound.
Now the guys over Primal are going to have to make their way over to C. They're going to get about 40% in before they're taken down. They're right back on point, but with the POW in spawn, he's going to prevent that C cap from coming through, and now the triple cap is still under. The pressure is on for Primal to perform. They do get the C cap now. They have to bounce back. They can't allow 11 to continue to run the tables here in Game 3.
Yeah, and it's looking great for 11T right now. The double cap so early on, leading right into a triple cap, has netted them already a 22-point lead, and they don't appear to be letting up whatsoever. Diego is going to pick up Meralto there, but Capri/Coding is there for the refrag. Bright gets the refrag onto Legend as well.
Losing A.
We've got to see Primal get their stuff together here. It does look like Mangoes is looking for the spawn flip. Capri looking to help him out, but can't find the trades.
We lost the lead.
Oof.
Pick it up.
Bright picks up one big kill in this back alley area, and the traction on C is going to come through. A little bit of pressure from the 11 team here as Primal looking to stay in this thing. They're only down by about 32 points. B side going to be pushed. 3 players on it. Where are the bodies at? There they go. Diego going to be taken down. B. Oh no! DePau, aka Pelon, going to get the prevention there, and Wedo is going to clear the path. And that's going to push our first half to about 4 points only needed for 11. They are truly going to be up by a hefty margin of a little under 40 points as first half is done. 75 to 36, 39 points to be exact. This is Primal's opportunity to bounce back, but based off what we saw in the first half, not expecting too much.
Capture
Is
the
that
objective. Enemy taking A.
is that confirmed
Enemy taking
Pelon, or
C.
just same picture and you assume that was him?
No, that's definitely him. I saw it in
Okay.
Discord, the registered name to POW. The username for Discord is Pelon.
Well, fantastic. That's good to know. Glad you mentioned that.
Enemy down.
Be advised. Hostile
Ingenic
missile inbound.
clearing the path on B. It's going to be taken down. Capri going to pick up Diego for the refrag, and now B about a quarter of the way capped. Going to be prevented from any more progress as Diego and No Money going to be in the area.
Enemy
Legend
inside.
also going to be in a profitable position. He's going to be right on the statue tank area. He's going to be taken down.
Enemy
The
contact.
push for B has been halted. Primal not going to be able to capitalize early, but Mangoes, oh no, Mangoes, that's tough, dude. Mangoes had the spawn controlled, the Sparrow was out, No Money gets the frag. Now 11D going to be able to capitalize. They have A, they have B, they have the lead. All the marbles are on their table. This is all them for game number 3. Primal going to have to figure something out here.
Yeah, definitely not looking good if you're a Primal fan, but No Money gonna come through with a big double with the Sparrow there. No Money makes it a triple as well. Quad following up with the Holger there. Meralto is gonna get the one onto Diego, but not quite enough for them to break ground over to B. And we're about to hit triple cap territory. Verdict. Very, very, very close.
This is going to be a tough one, and Diego, no money, combining for 3 kills there. Going to
Smoke out.
definitely prevent anything from Primal, as they had a little bit of positioning there. Push towards B is going to come through, and this is all 11D. The feed is in all them. Moralto going to pick up 2 from the Sparrow, but a third going to come through with a Finnick. Not going to be able to capture this B side alone, though. He's going to be spotted and taken down Energetic both.
Enemy contact.
And that should surely seal the deal here. They can't manage to get 2 sites alone, 3, let alone 3, as the triple cap territory is real. We're going to see Mangos finally get on site Capri, aka Coding, coming through. Now the cluster strike is going to come through for DePaul. Phenomenally placed? I don't know. That's questionable. And A is going to get pushed here. We're going to see multiple players in the vicinity. Coding got DePaul one shot, but he is also one. He's going to be traded. And B site going to be traded right back to 11D as they're about halfway progressed on it. Top 80 is where we're going to see all of this Primal team get taken down. Bobby ready to go along with it, and that's going to be it here. We're calling it. Game 3 looking like the guys over at 11D have it signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, I mean, we're at a reality where Primal would have to triple cap for the remainder of the game, and that's just not going to happen. Not with the way 11T has been popping off. Wero accidentally kills himself on the corner there with his Sparrow, but Diego, he's going to answer with the kill onto Capri, Mangos, and Ingenic. Big triple for him. Fennec, very, very strong gun in this current meta. Primal are pushing up, but it's just a little too late, unfortunately. And that is going to spell the end for Primal, and 11T will move on.
But it's not over yet.
I got to say, man, looking back at that hard point, I saw the Death Machine getting pulled out, and I saw the Sparrow. I thought the Sparrow and Death Machine were banned, and then I looked at it. It was actually Gil's chat or Gil's message. Come to find out, it was the Annihilator in the Death Machine. So the Sparrow usage from 11D was illegal. It was illegal operator to be used. The Death Machine, however, overlooked based on regular bans. You would normally see the Sparrow and the Annihilator banned, right? This time, the guys over at 11E pulled a fast one and banned the Death Machine. Guys over at Primal tried to take this game 3, but fell short. 150 to 88. 11E looking very, very good so far in this Meseeks Sunday Showdown. They take the first series. They're going to be moving on to face Fansiggy Gaming. So I know, are you familiar with them? They had a battle royale team for the longest time in EU, and that's how I'm familiar with the org. But they are massive, right?
Do we have a roster for them?
We do, but I'm not 100%
Because I don't
sure.
recognize the name, but I might recognize the players more.
So I've never seen them in a multiplayer tournament. This is the first time I've seen them. I say that, and I saw them participating in an event recently, but I just couldn't like put my finger on it. Some of the players I'm familiar with, Ovi Shoot is one of them, and I think he was on our the Mobile Mayhem Amateurs, like the qualifiers event that we had a few weeks back. Let me see if I could pull that up. So the players that I'm seeing for this Fansiggy roster are Fansiggy Justin, Fansiggy By Javi, Just Ovi is the only name that rings a bell. Fansiggy Legacy. I want to say we've heard that name in the LATAM community before, because I think I made a reference to it being a player that was in the North American scene for the longest, but was not actually that player. It was another one.
Gotcha.
So some of the players I'm not 100% familiar with. I've heard of Ovi and I've heard of Legacy, and that's it.
Interesting. Well, I guess we'll have to see as players are funneling on in here. It does look like we still have 11T, for the most part, ready to go.
We are going to get these players cycled into the lobby, guys. Bear with us as we'll get map rotations and everything. I'll update title. We're going to take a short moment to pause. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere, as the Meseeks Sunday Showdown will be back in action here in about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Alrighty, guys, we are back for the second round of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. DeiNomine is joining us here as we saw him join in the Search and Destroy matchup. We've got Fansiggy and we've got 11 in the building. They have produced all 5 players. Again, we've seen the same roster that we saw last series, and we've got Legacy, Justin, Sam, Justovi, and McLovin. Bro, I love that name. Why don't I see this guy more often? Come on, bro. Nonetheless, we're going to see this best of 3 come through. I'll stop rambling. I promise. Hardpoint Crossfire again. Followed up by a S&D firing range. If we go to a game 3, it's going to be a Domination Summit. Alright, so I like one of these rotations. Not the hardpoint and not the Domination.
Yeah. Not 2 of the maps. Or, well,
yeah.
Map for that mode, rather.
Yeah. Sheesh. Alright, well, we saw the hardpoint in Crossfire earlier. This should put 11D at advantage since they've already played it tonight. But then again, it should also, open their eyes to where their mistakes were as they fell short 150 to 146 against Primal. Let's see what Fansiggy can do. Annihilator and Sparrow Band, as I do confirm that in chat and see it in Discord for you guys. If you're just now joining in, this is the Meseeks Sunday Showdown second round. Fansiggy and 11D about to battle it out as hello. Going to be spamming that start button. I love it. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into the action.
Yeah, definitely a exciting day ahead of us here. A little bit unfortunate that we obviously didn't have Op 34 show up, but hey, what you gonna do, you know? So we'll have to see as the ball keeps rolling what these teams can bring to the table. 11T, obviously off to a pretty fiery start. Took a little bit for them to get going, but we're able to bring back that series.
We tied for the lead.
And up against the opposition, I mean, yeah, Ovi Legacy, I notice. McLovin, definitely seen him before, but I don't remember where from and if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I usually only remember players if they're really good or really bad. And no, I know that's where I remember McLovin from, but
I'm kidding. Fansiggy, if I'm not mistaken, had a cracked battle royale team in the EU scene. As a matter of fact, like one of the best ones, if my memory serves me correct. Now, I don't know what they have in the multiplayer scene. As a matter of fact, I want to say that some of these players, just Ovi, I know he was in a qualifier team. I'm not 100% sure about McLovin. I've seen Legacy. He was at a qualifier team as well. Just my memory doesn't serve me correctly on this particular portion. McLovin, gotta love the name, right? And
yeah.
I had to take my hat off too, bro. I'm sweating over here. Like, it's not hot in the house, but my shoulders are producing so much heat, bro.
Dude, trust me, I feel you. I understand.
It's hard out there, bro. It's August. It's hot as hell outside. Literally, it's been 97 all day long. Bruh. I'm crispy. I am fatigued, feeling I'm exhausted, man. I woke up this morning later than expected, and I went outside to do some yard work because I was off, and I literally was out there for an hour, and I had to I had to barrel through the front door because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Shoulders got me pretty good out mowing the lawn, and I was trying to do some stuff working on the flower bed out in front of my house yesterday, and
Nice.
just, I don't know, just back to the sun the whole time, wasn't thinking about it. Next thing you know, I went to put on one of my flannels, and I was like, youch!
Yeah. That's gotta be tough. Like, it could have been a regular shirt, and it still would have hurt, but a flannel, I can imagine. That's just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it hurt pretty good. Pretty good for sure. Alright, looks like we do have everybody loaded in this time, so we'll be getting you guys in. You don't have to hear about me and Verdict being dummies and not putting on suntan lotion out in the sun for multiple
Facts.
hours, but...
Your shoulders are producing heat, bro. They are, Mashiko, they are, let me just tell you, I'm not selling you short when I say that they are crispy. Maybe I am. Their burn is all get out.
Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead.
Absolutely, and Ovi opening up with a big double kill. Wiro is going to be one of those picks, and that is absolutely huge for them. But just as I say that, 11T come through with 4. I thought we were in search and destroy. I got real confused for a second there.
Yep, you know what? That's what heat will do to you. It'll disorient you. It's 20 points on the board for 11D. Just Ovi on the jump up. Gonna pick up one and clear the hill, but Legend is gonna be able to get the refrag, and back on point is 11. He's gonna be running it up here in P1 Legend, and it looks like maybe DePow, that is? Yes, that is DePow. Gonna be your OBJ player so far. DePow actually gonna be half health, but still gonna be able to manage the OBJ time there, as we're gonna see P2 opening up here in about 10 seconds. The advantage is in favor of 11 so far, but we saw this map played earlier. As I say that, Wedo actually gonna be there for a bit. He's gonna have the time, actually gonna get some help there from No Money, and that's going to secure the P2 rotations here for 11 early in this P2 startup.
Yeah, Justin able to find his first kill on a wallbang onto Wiro there. Pretty big for him. Not able to find DePow, who is going to pick up the 4-piece. And that's going to be really big for 11T, who have a commanding lead right now.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Yep, they are running the boards here in game number 1 of the second round of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. We saw 11 not necessarily struggle against Primal, but it was so back and forth, you really couldn't tell who's going to have the advantage. Primal ended up taking the game, but had the DQ due to an operator use that was banned. So very unfortunate. That definitely not going to have any kind of impression on 11 as they just continue business as usual. Running to the tables here, 80+ points and counting to 3 is P3 going to be opening up. This is surely where 11 should thrive here, as we're going to see an early advantage in favor of Fan Siggy. Nope, that's going to be 11. How does Fan Siggy not have P3, bro?
Enemy in sight.
Yeah, it's hard to say. If we look at the scoreboard, we definitely have a pretty one-sided matchup, with like the exception of Ovi, who is still 3 negative. 6 kills on the board there, and it pretty drastically falls off. 4, 3, 2, 2. You look over at the opposition. You look at our 11T scoreboard over here. You've got DePow and No Money with 11 and 3. 8 kills for Diego, 8 kills for Legend, 6 for Wiro. And it is just hard to get anything moving in hardpoint when you are getting snowballed to this degree. And, it's been a lot of, real minor streaks coming in for the side of 11T, but it's really been keeping, the opposition, for example, Ovi, again, putting up a reasonable amount of kills when you compare it to the rest of his team, but just can't get anything going with all the operators in. The hunter killer, I believe, picked him off earlier.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Yep, we're going to finally see Fan Siggy actually have an advantage here in P4, where they're going to be able to get on board here. Just Ovi utilizing the death machine to his advantage, picks up a 3rd, potentially 4th, but is super weak, going to be forced out of this corner building. Fan Siggy trying to stay in it. Wedo going to pick him up. Wedo going to pick up 3 to go along with it, and that is surely going to secure the bag here in game 1 of the second round. 11 Jesus Christ, a blowout, 150 to 26.
Yeah, that was a certainly one-sided matchup, and hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more life come out of Fansigi and the Search and Destroy. But kind of as I've said, both earlier today as well as just ever since I've seen 11T, specifically Wero, this is a incredible Search and Destroy team. So I definitely felt them getting a little bit warmed up earlier, but
It's a draw. Stand down.
it is looking like they're here, and they are here to play, and they are here to stay all the way into the finals if they keep this up. I believe with all of with the 4 buys that we had, this is the semifinals.
This is the second round, actually. The first round we saw Primal and 11D 2-1 in favor of 11D. Fansigi and 11D here. The winner of this matchup is going to take on the winner of the Zygnus and Lux series.
So I came in during the first series then.
Yeah, you made it into the first series.
Oh, okay. Dude, I was so late. I was like, God, Verdict's going to be halfway through the second series. He's going to be like, you let me down, Goose.
No, definitely not, bro. We're back to phone only, so everything kind of, panning out as far as time goes.
Gotcha.
Game 1 of this second round, not as, close as I expected it to be. I expected the Fansigi getting the bye to be a team that, maybe we could follow and potentially see a game 3. Based off of those results, bro, it was not entertaining. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah, sometimes that's just the case, right? And they may not be a bad team, but today's not their day. Or it could just be that today is 11T's day again. In that first matchup up against Primal, they struggled in the hard point, which based on the scoring, again, I wasn't here for it, but based on the scoring, that was a really close matchup. The Search and Destroy definitely was a little bit more in favor of Primal, but 11T definitely found their areas where they were starting to turn things around and just didn't have the rounds to do it. But that domination, dude, was 100% 11T all game long. Not a struggle in the world. So, definitely looked like they got better as the day progressed.
Yo, I was checking in chat. Space wrote a message and then instantly deleted it. Day is so damn cute. Day's not even here, bro. He's in the voice chat, but you can't even see him, Space. Why is NYSL not playing on Sundays now, guys? I know that this is your off day, but
I'm pretty sure. I don't know that for a fact, but
based off the information we've been fed, literally, man, we need to have NYSL back into the mix. So, Space, if you're out there, relay that info to the team, as I believe he's a lurking user. He might still be here. He might not. I don't know.
You swear this man Forsaken disappeared? Yo, he plays on Seminole Wiki. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, right? He's literally changed his in-game name to High is the Best, or something along those lines.
Or it could be something new now.
Yeah, who knows? It was at one point. It was the was it Japanese characters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it read. I can't remember what it read, but it didn't actually say Forsaken. It meant something else. But I'm assuming the translations were a bit off. Nonetheless, game 2 about to start up. Firing Raid, Search or Destroy.
Abandon.
Abandoned. That's right. Yes. I don't have to see him to know he is cute. Okay, Space. We'll give you that one.
Space is only saying that because I rated him the other day.
Litter B in Hawaii. That makes sense. I remember seeing that on Twitter now. Everything's coming to light. It makes sense. And then Awakens on break.
Yo, Space, but you're basically like 3, though. Space, are you guys... Are you here telling me that you guys couldn't 4v5 Fansigi? I believe, homie.
Grenade out!
Come on, Space. We need to see the 4v5s come. Round 1, looking a bit conservative here. Is Josobi actually going to drop down? Diego going to pick up the first frag. Levity back on their game after a very great hard point for them. A very, I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to like express how bad that hardpoint was for Fansiggy. We'll see if they'll bounce back here. So far, so good for 11D. Not looking too bright at the start. Fansiggy trying to stay in it, but
Sniper.
Diego preventing this long rotation from coming through. Powell gonna. Oh my God, Justin! What a shot!
Yeah, able to pick up one onto Diego. It's not quite enough to even the tide of battle, but it definitely will narrow the gap a little bit here. Diego definitely another one of those really strong search players on the side of 11T, but obviously 9 times out of 10, this is Wiro's game mode. I mean, Wiro absolutely cracked. As I say that, disaster strikes.
Well, he does take down one to go along with it, so that is a fair trade. 2v1 scenario now. No money actually going to be in a position to contest. Shots don't hit for Justin. He has 3 on round 1, but certainly couldn't do it alone. I don't think anybody else had a frag for the guys over at Fansiggy in that first round.
Destroy the
Yeah,
objective.
Justin definitely doing what he can here. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him just to check and see, because obviously
Oh my
for
God!
North America, we are always looking for more upcoming sniper talent, and he is rocking it right now. 4 kills on the board for him. Does have the Renetti in hand as well. Kind of surprised he hasn't made the jump to that shorty. That's a super good gun for sniper secondaries.
Get down,
Diego
sniper.
gonna answer back. Ooh, Justin gets the hit marker. That was a pretty nice shot, but if it doesn't pick up the kill, it doesn't really do you too much.
Nope, just going to allow Diego to get better positioning and sound off to his teammates that he's got a decent sniper on this A-long area. We are going to see another push towards this jungle site, but Fansiggy trying to get another pick before they can commit. There are 2 players on each. Well, actually, no, there's only 1 player on the A site. 1 mid, 2 on B. The A push is going to come through. Diego is going to get lasered. Justin just is not missing. It's going to allow the bomb to advance through, and DePau is going to be the only thing to prevent anything from happening. He's going to be flanking backside. Shots are going to come through. Takes down 1. A big kill for DePau. That is going to leave the bomb down. As I say that, McLovin is able to collect it, and now the pieces are going to crumble here for Fansiggy as they lose another. Justin and McLovin are going to be in a 2v2 against DePau and no money. DePau falling back, trying to get better position. He takes down Justin. And McLovin going to be traded as well. No money going to get that frag.
Get ready for the next round.
No money there. 2-0 in favor of 11D.
Yeah, Justin was looking pretty strong out that round again, and then I don't even know how he made it out from behind trailer. I mean, he was like 1 HP, still taking shots through the wall, somehow not dead, and went on to challenge another fight, but unfortunately the Holger just a little bit more consistent in some of those close range scenarios than a sniper.
Get down, sniper.
You have 5 kills on the board for Justin, and as we look at the opposition on the side of 11T, top frag is 3, but it's shared among 3 players. Diego, DePau / Polone, and No Money, 3 kills apiece, and Justin gonna pick up kill number 6 there. Huge kill onto Legend. Kid's kind of cracked, man.
He just took down the trophy for a little bit of target practice. Just an absolute laser. Diego gonna be. Oh my God! Diego get violated. Justin 7 kills on the backs of this 3rd round. He could certainly. I mean, let's be real though. This is the only guy putting up frags here for Fansiggy, right? You got to do whatever you can to protect him. As a matter of fact, McLovin's the only one with a kill on board. That just.
Hold my beer while I 1v5.
Yeah, this is that 1v5 that we are desperately looking for. Wero with the slide peek takes down Justin. That should secure the round. DePau taking down Just Ovi. Legacy actually going to win that gunfight. Put him on board with 1. He's 1 HP, but is recovering. Okay, I see you, Fansiggy. I just discounted you when you came back and took that round. Okay, I see you. But I'm going to need to see a little bit more production from somebody other than Justin. I understand he's a big carry here, but, you know, let's at least get, 2 kills apiece. Just Ovi not on board yet. 1 kill for McLovin, 1 kill for Legacy, just not going to cut it. You can't rely on one player to beat 11. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, not to beat 11 for sure. You know, if this was maybe like another team that participated in qualifiers and didn't make it all the way, maybe one person's good enough to carry through, but a squad that runs together and practices together like 11, not something that one person can realistically do. He's definitely putting in as much work as he can, though. 8 kills on the board, picks up 1 before getting traded out by DePau there.
Last man standing. Finish it.
DePau going to pick up another one, 2 this round. Just Ovi going to peek the barrel sight of this A bomb.
Get down!
Ovi going to peek out again. Oh my, DePau, get inside trailer, bro. You're going to get your head taken off. You got to think that, yep, there you go. That's exactly where he's at, but is going to be forced back toward the bomb site. Going to sound off. I don't think he's got enough time. Just Ovi going to play time. Doesn't matter if he gets the frag or not. DePau going to be destroyed by the bomb. It's going to be a kill for Sam.
Lost that round, but it's
Another
not
round
over
for
yet.
Fansiggy,
Ready
who are trying to stay in this series.
Bomb spotted.
Potentially take us to a game
Enemy
3.
has
Going to
dropped
need
the
to see a
bomb.
better collective performance. After looking at the scorecard, Legacy still on 1
Destroy the
kill,
objective.
and McLovin. But
got the
just
bomb.
Ovi and Sam stepping up to the plate and picking up 3 apiece. That's a much better collective performance, as Justin's only picked up 1 since we made the comment. Okay. I mean, I'd love to see, Justin drop 15 plus, but it gives you a better shot in the search and destroy if you have a collective effort, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. I mean, it would be definitely difficult for one person to pull together a full search and destroy win, essentially single-handedly, but it is possible. He's gonna need like 3 times as many kills as he has right now. So
A little bit more of a conservative push yet again from the attack, as Fansiggy trying to get those opening trades. 11 not going to give him
Get down,
anything to
sniper.
work with. So I say that Justin actually might have spotted Ovi, or not Ovi, but who is that that's on sandbags?
I'm hurt.
Not 100%. It's Diego. Diego going to take down, or get taken down by Just Ovi. Just Ovi going to get traded. Sam going to pick up 1. And now it's a 4v3. The bomb is going to be pushed. DePau picks up McLovin. Huge frags to even things out for this 11 roster. As Sam going to be retreating back. The bomb site that they were pushing for was A, and now they're at a standstill here on this burnt car area. Justin going to be taking some heat. Is going to be taken down by Diego, or Weatero rather. Not
Bomb's
yet.
been planted.
Absolutely one shot as he is getting, oh my god, no money comes through too. DePau actually going to get the credit for the kill. That's going to leave Legacy in a 1v3 or 1v2. Not going to make any difference though, as no money
For the next round.
with the 200 IQ going to go ahead and get that defused down.
yeah, definitely a big game for Fansiggy here.
They have the bomb.
They are only sitting down a round, and again, a lot of it has been on the backs of Justin, but Ovi and Sam coming up a little bit. They've got 4 kills apiece now. McLovin definitely still struggling, down at 1 and 5, not making a huge impact, unfortunately, currently, but all it really takes is one good round to come through, and maybe they could turn it around. Justin unable to see the bomb planter making the escape there, and that will let him get out alive, and Fansiggy down 2 right now, as Sam and McLovin have been picked off, is definitely not ideal, but Ovi is going to pick up 1 onto Diego. Legacy finds Wiru as well. They've got 20 seconds to go. This is definitely still winnable for Fansiggy.
Oh, Justin with the wall bangs. That's going to leave Legend in a 1v3 scenario, and Justin going to pick it up with the Renetti, gets the defuse in perfect timing.
Bomb
10
defused.
kills on board for him. On the other side, I
Lost
believe
that round, but it's not over yet.
DePau
Ready up.
is right there neck and neck with him, competing for that top fragger in the lobby. As I do believe he has, yes, 10 and 4 for him. Justin 10 and 5.
Defend the objectives.
And I'm looking at the
enemy
scorecard. It's
has
looking
the
a
bomb.
little more even for Fansiggy. They might be able to take us to a game 3. They tie it up here in the search and destroy after flipping sides. And since looking a little better. They dropped too early, but were able to keep it cool, calm, and collective. That's exactly what you want to see in a search and destroy team. Justo going to be spotted, taken out by Wedo, who picks up his 4th. And now Justin's on the run. Legend going to take down McLovin. Another 2 drop as a 3v5 like last round is going to come through. Legacy, Justin, and Sam. Sam's actually really weak right now. Going to be in the bottom portion of this wood building. And this is not looking doable. But as I say that, Legacy takes that one. He's going to be traded. Justin going to be pushing out of 10. He's going to be spotted by Wedo. 11, he's going to be back in the lead at 4-3.
Yeah, definitely what we expect out of an 11T roster in Search, to be able to come through with rounds like that. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect it to be this close, especially after the hard point was, excuse me, as one-sided as it seemed to be. It's a good smoke. It's going to cover Wero crossing mid there. Justin going to be unable to make the shot connect. But he's going to find that one after the smoke fades in. Looking good for Fansegi right now. They're up 3-2. As I say that, it doesn't look like Legend is going to pick up the 3rd. But Justin going to rotate over. Finds him with the Renetti. It's now No Money left alone in a 1 versus 3. He's 5-4. But Justin just absolutely cracked 12-6 right now. Where did this kid come from?
I don't know, bro, but his shots just absolutely on point. Legacy, oh my God, Legacy, how do you lose those? Like, you literally had him half health and you just couldn't connect the shots there. That's one of those shaking my head moments.
Yeah, you ask how he lost that, but Verdict, you know how many times we lose that fight in Cold War every time we play?
Exactly, and then I'm sitting there scratching my head like, how did I lose that, right? McLovin, get McLasered. And now it's a 1v1. Justin against No Money. No Money going to get this bomb plant down. 45 seconds. He's going to be anticipating the pushback to Trailer. No Money going to be taken. No, the shots are going to miss. He's got the Finnick to follow up. But Trailer going to be evacuated as No Money going to be pushing out on the barrel site. Justin, first shots miss. You know where he's at, No Money. Why are you playing games? Back and forth.
Oh man, No Money with the big clutch, putting up 8-4 for himself now. And 11T are now 1 round away from finding the 2-0 victory here in round 2. That was a giant clutch from No Money. They needed that. We'd be sitting at 4-4 right now if he lost that. And that's just not what we expect out of 11T in Search and Destroy.
Yep, Fansigi trying to stay alive on the backs of Justin carrying, but No Money with the big 1v3 clutch. See, that's what I don't get. How did Legacy pick up those 2 kills, but loses the one where he had the 100% advantage? Like, he was getting beamed from like 2 different angles, but was able to take those 2 down. Justin spots one on this container site. Diego, bomb in hand,
Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man.
It is, but I don't know. It's just one of those moments of inconsistency. Just Obi going to be pushing up and Legend cleaning him out. And that is going to leave Justin and McLovin, the last hopes alive here for this Fansigi roster. Justin, nade thrown. A bomb site, not going to get a hit, or B bomb site rather. As about 30 seconds are left. Okay, McLovin opened the gates. Takes down one and No Money. Justin going to get a pinch situation happening. Diego, if he peeks up a little more, he might get spotted. Okay, Legend's going to be spotted. Legend going to get taken down, but takes one with him. And now it's a 1v1 scenario. 8 seconds on the clock. Time surely of the essence.
Oh, Diego.
Diego clutches it up, and that's going to be 11 moving on to the semifinals. After what was a close search and destroy, just got out of hand. 11, 6-3. They take the series in 2.
Yeah, that's a bit more what we expect 11T to look like when they come through in Search and Destroy. You can definitely tell they've put a lot of work into developing their respawn skills through both some roster changes as well as just like looking at the likes of Wero, who we had never really seen do anything in the past as far as respawn went, has been a really big key player for them as of late. So definitely got to appreciate the hustle from them. Fansegi, today wasn't your day, but I got to tell you, Justin, absolutely crack, man. Keep it up. Even if Fansegi doesn't work out, you know, definitely an opportunity for you to come onto the Meseeks Sunday Showdown every week and show what you got.
Show us what you've got. That's a Rick and Morty episode. At any rate, we're going to be moving on to the semifinals. 11D going to be playing the winner of the Cygnus and Lux matchup. And as I say that, I'm looking at the scorecard. Cygnus move on. They're going to be taking on 11E here in the semifinals here shortly. Explicit and Seminole going to be duking out on the opposite side of the bracket. Interested to see how that matchup goes in series past. Seminole have taken that series, 3 games out of a best of 5, 3-1 once, 3-0 another time. We'll see as that matchup will be aired on Gil's channel, I'm assuming, as we're going to be moving on to 11E and Cygnus Esports. So we're going to get geared up for the semifinals here shortly. Give us a moment to collect these teams in a lobby. We're going to take a moment to hear from our sponsors. We will be right back. live, ready for some Meseeks Sunday Showdown semifinals. Got to give a shout out to S-Thug and No Money coming through with the massive raids. 77 from S-Thug and 339 from No Money. Got ourselves a showdown here as I see all the players piling into the lobby. 11 and Zygnus going to be battling out here in the semifinals in a best-of-5 format. We're going to start off with a hardpoint standoff, followed by an S&D summit. Domination hack the yard for Game 3. If we go to a Game 4, hardpoint takeoff. And if we're fortunate enough to see a Game 5, search and destroy on firing range. Day stepped away for just a second. He'll be right back. But we will have him back with the action as we're going to get geared up for the semifinals. Chat, what are your predictions? Definitely expected to see this go to at least a Game 4. Zygnus has been pretty dominant here recently, but 11 playing their hearts out. Just coming through with the 53 Raiders. Let's go, Just. Envoy with the 316. Good God, bro. Guys, we're about to get started up here for the semifinals of the 40th week of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. That's right, guys. We're only about 12 weeks out from a full year of running this. Man, dude, this has been a hell of a past 40 weeks. Chat, what are your predictions? Best of 5s coming through. Death Machine banned. Sparrow banned. So we're going to see some Annihilators in the mix. Also, Raid has been banned and Crossfire from Zygnus. As we're going to get started up with the first game of this best of 5 series. Definitely going to be a good one as, there we go. Hey, Dave, move over a slot so that way Hello can close that 4th one out.
I got you.
I know you just got back.
Boom.
Bam.
Just like that.
There we go. We've got Zygnus in the lobby. We've got 11 in the lobby. We're gearing up for our first game of this best of 5. As we're going to see a hardpoint on Summit to start it off with. This is definitely one of those Clash of Titans situations. Standoff hardpoint, I'm sorry. Standoff hardpoint is where we're going to start the action off. Standoff hardpoint followed by SD on Summit. Domination Hackney Yard are the guaranteed maps. Hardpoint takeoff is if we go to a Game 4. And if we see a Game 5, it'll be an S&D on firing range. This is a series I'd love to see go to a Game 5. Just for the simple fact that it has so much clout involved. Literally, these two teams battle it out on a regular basis. And here recently, it's been Zygnus popping off. It's Manu Diaz coming through with the winners. Let's go. Guys, hype it up in chat. We're going to get started up with this first game of the series here shortly. Ray, Dr. Disrespect. Hanzo, what's going on, bro? I see some interesting characters out there. Guys, just know that this is not an 18+ stream. So, any kind of, any of that toxic or explicit stuff, and I don't mean explicit like the team, I mean explicit as in derogatory or anything of that nature, it is bannable offense, so we will ban you ASAP, so keep that in mind, guys. Might up this slow-mo to 10 seconds. There we go. That'll make things a little more interesting. I know Wiki's probably losing his mind right now.
Lol. Wiki is a fantastic member of this community, though.
He is a different breed, bro.
Good dude. Good dude. Wish Wiki the best always, for sure.
On board with Shadow off the bat. Finnick and Hand checking out some of these guys' loadouts. P1 going to be opening up here shortly. We'll see how it pans out for both of these teams. We see 3 moving towards this tractor area. Diego, DePau, and No Money trying to get this takeover on the statue tank area. They're going to have a little bit of heat from Shadow, who is going to bite the dust. But Zygnus remain on point, not missing a beat here, and 11 battling for spawns early. is going to lead in a few dropping, but 2 are going to be remaining on point. Shadow going to be taken out yet again. Leto picks up another kill as he's 2 deep in this first game. And we've got ourselves a matchup of a lifetime here. 12-14. It's about as neck and neck as it can get here in P1.
Yeah, definitely the case. Both these teams are absolutely incredible, but based on the rosters that have shown up here today, I definitely got to say I'm leaning a bit towards Zygnus in this matchup. Not necessarily like a preference reason why, but just who I think probably has the stronger roster that showed up here today. The return of Cheto, who has been doing absolutely fantastic on phone, no surprise there. Just, who's popping off like crazy already, finds 5 in the feed to himself.
We've taken the lead.
Pretty solid game so far for Zygnus.
It is. 11D trying to stay in it. They have mustered up 15 points. They get a early contest here on this P2 rotations, but it's not going to result in any points. Actually, DeiNomine was going to be the last person alive there. Gentleman Envoy going to tag team up. Just an absolute laser. He's going to take out a 9th player there as he picks up 3 pieces. This speed 4. Nope, DeiNomine says no more. As he picks up his 4th, and battle for P2 is just about over. P3 setups need to come through for 11. They need to go ahead and rotate. Last life, right? This is a situation where you've already fallen about 70 points shy after this P2 rotation. Need to have a good one here to stay in it and not allow Zygnus to continue to steamroll as they have had everything in this first game. Legend going to be spotted by the Envoy Predator missile, and P3 begins. Zygnus not skipping a beat, bro. They are just lethal as an early retake results in 1-1 trades. Zygnus going to be right back on point.
Yeah, Zygnus with a commanding lead right now, and they don't seem to be letting up whatsoever. Just and Cheto are filling up the feed right now. You have no money, finds 1, but immediately gets picked off by Irving. And, you know, looking at the kills across the board, top frag for the side of 11T right now is Wiru with 7 and 14. Just is 15 and 15. Envoy is 13 and 16. Even the bottom frag on the side of Zygnus, which is S-Thug currently, shockingly enough to say, is at 7 and 9. So definitely a great game thus far for Zygnus.
Yes, indeed, as Zygnus just continues with the punches, bro. They had a massive P3 takeover that has now resulted in a very, very hefty lead, 16 to 139. I don't know if 11 has enough to stay in this thing. As a matter of fact, with the amount of annihilators that in operator or score streaks that they have, okay, no score streaks available, but a few operators available. They should certainly be able to get this retake here. As I say that, Just and Cheto gonna make this a quick one as they retake this P4 rotation. Gonna be a short-lived one, but Cheto's still contesting here on the broken side L wall area. No money gonna pick him up. No money gonna be taken down, and that is gonna be game 1, 150 to 33. What an absolute blowout here in game 1.
Yeah, definitely a bit harder than I expected Zygnus to show up here again. 11T have been looking better and better as the day has gone on, but Zygnus came through and put an absolute stop to that. As we were mentioning, the scoreboard pretty much tells you the whole story, right? One person on the side of 11T made it to double digits. That was Wiru at 10. Meanwhile, we had Just well crossed into 20. And then Envoy not far behind at 17. And once again, you know, bottom frag tied up over here on the side of Zygnus. S-Thug having 10 on the board. So kind of hard to get the hardpoint control when you're just losing gunfights to that extreme. Diego not having his game here right now. 4 and 19.
Yeah, that was a tough one to watch, bro. 11D. I don't know, dude. They started off all right, and then it just seemed to get out of hand. Zygnus exposing every weakness that 11D had, and pretty much steamrolled in that first game. We'll see how it pans out here in game 2. Hardpoint standoff wasn't a 11's match. Could very well switch momentum here as we're getting geared up for a search and destroy. And this is a game mode that we've seen 11 thrive in. They're gonna have to do it on a map like Summit, though. I mean, what are your predictions?
Well, typically speaking, again, I call 11 an incredible search and destroy team, but I don't think they have their main roster here. With the loss of Zai and Yuji, who they previously had playing for them. It does look like Zai is maybe just sitting out for the night. He is still on the roster, but I don't know. It definitely feels like they have some work to do still. And Zygnus, I mean, they're the full package even without Tatio here.
They are. It's definitely showing you a little bit of versatility when you don't have one of your star players in the lineup. You're still just continuing to, destroy opponents. And 11D is no pushover. But that last game was a bit disrespectful. Like literally, if I was 11D, I'd be just absolutely riled up after that. We'll see how they answer, as we've seen 11D excel in search and destroy matches, but we've also seen them drop some that were, a little closer than, than expected. But I don't know, dude. Based off of what I'm seeing, you mentioned Zai's not in the mix. It definitely makes me wonder how they're going to pan out here in game 2, as he has been one of the most consistent snipers for them. Granted, this is a map that doesn't necessarily require a sniper to win. It definitely helps out when you are on the attacking side. You're trying to open the doors for a push. I am thinking that Zygnus might take this game, and I'm not trying to be like showing favoritism, but based off that first game, bro, it was not even close.
Yeah, and Cygnus are also an incredible search and destroy team. So as we do get into this one, I'm gonna be leaning pretty hard on the side of Cygnus. Oh boy, is the lobby bugged for you as well?
Yes, it is. I was just about
Okay.
to say, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll be able to get in the series. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the
Hopefully.
matchup. 100% not sure. I've never even seen this screen before. As a matter of fact,
I haven't either.
we're gonna bounce back into the cam lobby or the cam screen because I don't know what.
Unstable connection or round has ended. Please try again. Alright,
Hmm.
retry. Oh, did I just get home screened? Is that what's going on?
Reconnect to the game. Okay. Nope, it's giving me the same error.
Yeah, me too.
All
This
right, see
is
if you can get the teams to back out. Let me message hello. Hello, see if you can get the teams to leave the game. And we'll reconnect to the lobby and try this over again. This is a new one.
yeah. In all my days I have never seen this.
Yep, this is certainly a different type of situation. We're gonna retry to connect, and then we're not gonna bounce back into the game. We're gonna hit quick game. Reconnect to the game, cancel. We're still in the lobby. It looks like all the teams and players have bounced out of that game too. So Brownie making his debut in chat tonight. You sir are a towel. You sir could certainly get banned. So don't test us tonight. All right. I'm just kidding, Brownie. How are you doing out there, bro? It looks like we might have everyone back in the lobby. Just trying to figure out if all the players. Please turn the hacks off. Zygnus and 11D. Get out of here, bro. Everyone drop an F in chat for the spectator client. Crap in the bed there. Switching to iPad, Mashiko. Come on. What is that? No iPad, no win? That is definitely not the case.
Big oof.
Rip, I don't know Spanish. We got ourselves a situation on hand then. All right, Wedo rejoining the lobby. It looks like he might have bounced out of the game. I'm not 100% sure if these guys are. There we go. It looks like they're back in the lobby. We're going to try and restart it and see where it goes.
Do we know if the players even made it into that game?
I'm not 100% sure. All right, so Zygnus leaving the lobby. Maybe they think the lobby is bugged.
Yeah, it looks like everybody has left but Cheto and Just, so clearly Zygnus win. The other players backed out of raw fear.
They're calling you a failure in Spanish. Thank you, Brownie. Because I had everything to do with, you know, the spectator bug. All right, we're going to restart the lobby. Guys, bear with us. We're going to take a short be right back screen. Just don't want to expose the lobby. Well, actually, we're going to get an invite. Sweet. There we go. Good stuff. Void coming through with the subscriptions. Let's go, Void. Absolutely loving it, guys. Killing it. Wicked Kid going to come through with the roses as well. Catching up on chat. Very difficult. When I heard ban Brownie. That's right, Grim. That is exactly what I heard.
Oh boy.
All right, we're going to try this again and see how it goes. As all the players are joining in the lobby, not having an issue with them connecting. I don't know who this. Maybe a mod. No, they left. Okay. Are we flipping sides? Zygnus is on top, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. That wasn't my job today.
It's never our job, right?
Yeah. Indeed, sir. Indeed.
Indubitably, Void gifting the sub. Asta gets a subscription too. Let's go, Asta. How are you? Let's go with the gifted subs and the sub from Asta. How's everyone out there doing tonight? We're getting geared up for the second game of this best of 5. The hard point, not close. 150 to 30 something. Zygnus got, you know, on a streak and just absolutely destroyed 11E in that first matchup. We'll see how game 2 is gonna pan out for both of these teams, and it looks like we're good to go. No spectator bug there. Just straight into the action. Zygnus 1-0 in the series. Looking to take this best of 5 quickly. We'll see if 11D can answer back after a pretty devastating hardpoint matchup.
Yeah, definitely is the case. I definitely would believe that 11T probably stand a little bit more of a chance here in the search and destroy, but we'll have to see as we get rolling on. I'm just glad that we were able to get into the game this time so that we can get all you lovely chatters into the action. Again, I would definitely be leaning on Zygnus quite a bit here. We do have Just reconnecting, so that could be an opportunity for 11T, where it's going to pick that one up, but Envoy comes through with the refrag.
Yep, 1-for-1 trades there, actually make that a 3-for-1, as Wedo going to be taken down, but Zygnus are only down to 2 players. No money making some pushing towards this B site. He's got it cleared. Cheto going to be catwalk. S-Thug going to be rotating all the way through the spawns of this snow site. And it looks like 11 might get a free plant here. Granted, no money gets this bomb down in time. Going to sound off. Not going to have anything as no one is there. Cheto and S-Thug going to have to combine for 4 kills and a defuse. We're going to see Cheto actually in a position of power as no money gets the shots to land. That's going to leave S-Thug in a 1v4. 11 looking a lot better in this search and destroy matchup so far.
Yeah, so far seems to be the case, and again, they are historically a strong search and destroy team, but we're only one round in. This could still absolutely go any which way.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
To Tio in chat supporting his team. Thank you so much for the mods. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you, Tio. I don't know why I didn't mod you before. Should have definitely been the case. Glad you're here to support the teammates. Wedo gonna pick up one, and again, Wedo gonna drop. That's the moment that if I'm 11D, need to find a way to preserve Wedo's life here in the search and destroy game. Obviously, the 1-for-1 trades are okay, but let's be realistic of it. You know, in situations like, you know, if it comes down to a 2v2 or a 1v1, you want to have one of your better players of search and destroy still alive. However, 11D is going to have the manpower, actually not, as Legend and No Money going to be the last two alive. Shadow picks up one, and now it's a 3v2. Shadow going to be taken down by Legend, who is actually going to get his second kill, and now No Money and Legend left to clutch it up. The bomb is down. S-Thug picks up one. Envoy gets the other. It's an interesting search and destroy game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure what the strategy there was for No Money and Legend. They just kind of sat outside that staircase, right?
Defend the objective.
Yeah, seemed to be the case. But it is tied up 1-for-1 after a big comeback round from Cygnus, who are already up in the overall map standings. They are up 1-0. And fortunately enough for Cygnus, Envoy had one hell of a round last round and was able to pull together the clutch.
Wedo going to spot the trophy there. Just S-Thug picking up 2 kills, giving the 5-3 man advantage to Cygnus. Wedo still alive, gives me hope for 11D. Envoy picks up one. No Money going to be picking up one on Just. That's a 2v4 scenario. Now No Money and Wedo are going to be left to pick up the pieces. Put a little bit too much faith in the Wedo, though. I gotta say, not saying that he's not the man for the job. I say that S-Thug drops to Wedo. Shadow gonna be there for the refrag. Gonna land some shots. No bricks. Wedo still alive. 3 kills for him. And now No Money going to be making the push towards this A bomb site. Bomb is down on the jump up right above A. It's in the computer rooms. Envoy knows it. He's kind of camping the area. Expecting the push from 11D here. No Money's actually going to be there to confirm that. And now Wedo is going to be left at a 1v1, 1v3 rather. And Envoy going to close the round out, picking up those last 2.
Yeah, it looked like Luero might have disconnected or needed to step away for a minute there, and unfortunately that is not going to be good for the side of 11T. Cygnus, they take the second round, at least the second round going into their favor. We are now 3 rounds into this best of 11.
Oh, that is exactly what we needed from 11D. They needed to spot Envoy early and get the frag on him. He has been a just, oh my god, wrecking ball. Takes down 7 so far in the search and destroy. I don't believe anybody's passed that 5 kill marker for 11D. Wedo is right there with 4 as the POW going to get taken down. Just picks up another kill. Wedo takes down Shadow. That is a huge one, but Just going to get the bomb defused? Where's 11D at? Bro!
Wow.
Come on! You had a 2v3 man advantage.
That might have been the biggest sell.
That was by far one of the biggest sells I've seen in the search and destroy.
Yikes.
And you can't even feel bad in a situation like that. The lack of awareness, the lack of, bomb protection. I don't know what 11D was doing.
Yeah, that was kind of rough to watch, for sure. Diego gonna pick up an opening pick onto S-Thug. That's pretty huge for them. But Irving, he does answer back with a 2-piece. Trade comes through. We're looking for the follow-up. Can't find Envoy. Envoy having one hell of a game right now. 9 and 2 on the
Contact
board
with
for
enemy.
him. A big factor in why Zygnus have the lead right now.
Yep, dude. Through the smoke and all, Envoy not missing a shot there. Diego finds one as he picks up his second in this Search and Destroy matchup. And I got to say, it should be 2-2 here, but 11, he dropped the ball in the biggest sell of a Search and Destroy round I've ever seen. 2v3 scenario allows Zygnus to come through and get the bomb defused. And now Diego looking to make things a little closer here before this side flip. Gonna have two sweaty opponents on the opposite side. Shadow not doing the best, or not having his best game. Envoy probably having one of his better. Is actually gonna be spotted. Diego on the cheeky jump up, but is
Nice work. Get ready
gonna
for
be
the next
Cheto
round.
there to get the response. That's gonna be a 4-1. Second kill for Cheto. 4 straight now for this Zygnus team, who are, after that first round, looking
Defend
300
objective.
times better.
The enemy has the bomb.
Yeah, definitely the case. I mean, I just still can't believe that that defense that came through for Zygnus. Like, 11T, where were you? We gotta see you show up. You know, this is supposed to be your guys' mode. And while it is a best of 5, it won't be over if they drop the ball here. It is definitely not a great position for them to be in. Down 2 against Zygnus, that is a long, hard fight to try to make a reverse sweep happen. So we'll have to see. Right now, it is actually 11T with the advantage. They have a pick onto S-Thug.
Yep, a huge opening frag for 11. Envoy going to be there with the response. 10-11,
Enemy down.
as he has been a menace to this 11 roster. 11T, no, 11 Envoy, as he picks up 2 this
Bomb
round.
has been planted.
That's going to open the door for a plant.
It's all up to you
Irving
now.
going to
Finish the
spot
mission.
no money, and now it's a 1v4. Damn near impossible for DePau here, as he is going to be the last player alive. Cheto immediately on the site. That is exactly what you would expect
Nice
from a
work.
defending team.
Get ready
One
for the
player
next
on
round.
site, right? That's not what we saw from 11E a few rounds ago. As a matter of fact, they had 3 players alive, and no one was remotely close. I believe the closest player was coming
Defend
from the bottom
objectives.
control
They have the
area.
bomb.
And when I say that ball was dropped, dude, that was...
Throwing smoke grenade.
I'm still scratching my head. I don't know what 11 was thinking. S-Dug going to be taken down to Powell, trying to start things off on a better note here. Envoy going to be taken down too as the Powell picks up 2 there. Legend and Diego are going to be traded 2-for-2 trades as a 3v3. Just with the slide peaks,
You were the last
picks up
one.
his second of the round. And now it's going to be a 1 player alive, 1v3, no money. Can you keep 11 alive in this Search and Destroy and give your team hope? I don't know, dude. This is looking a lot like a 2-0 situation here for the guys over at
Enemy in
Zygnus.
sight.
Yeah, definitely not looking good. I think we saw No Money clutch up a 1 versus 3 earlier against Fansiggy. I don't think that's going to happen here. I don't think there's a single bone in my body that says, yeah, No Money's got this. But we'll have to see. He's got 20 seconds. Got to
Okay.
pick up Cheto and Just. He's going to find the second of the best of, or the 1 versus 3.
Just gonna secure
Nice work.
that Search and
Get ready for the
Destroy,
next round.
as Zygnus gonna be up 2-0 in a series on the backs of a 6-1 Search and Destroy. Bro, I am still caught up over that Search and Destroy round where the bomb just completely neglected. Zygnus looking pretty OP at the moment, though.
Yeah, definitely a great game for Zygnus coming through. They're going to take the lead now in this best of 5 up 2-0. They're able to find the domination. They can close it out in a clean 3 sweep, but obviously we know 11T, not a normally pushover team. I mean, there was definitely opportune moments in that game where they found little bits of stuff to work, but I mean, again, I harping back to that 1 round where they got the plant and the rest of the team was just absolutely nowhere to be found. You have to imagine there was definitely a communication issue right there.
Yeah, I could imagine that 11E is probably fighting amongst each other to figure out where the disconnect was, because, I mean, in a situation where you have the round literally just in your hands for the taking, granted, the 2v3 still could have came through. Zygnus could have been able to win that regardless of, you know, a little bit of bomb neglect, but, man, I'm not sure what the play was there. As we're taking a look at the scorecard, I'm for sure booking Envoy for that MVP spot. 12 kills. He had multiple kills per round. It was, you know, definitely his game on. And see the scorecard for the guys over at 11D. You can just paint a picture off that. Nobody even over that 5-kill marker. We got a Wedo and No Money top frag in there with 5 kills apiece. Just not 11D's day so far.
Yeah, I mean, 11T definitely struggled a bit at the beginning, right? Like, we didn't really expect them to come into the matchup with Primal and struggle the way that we saw them fall apart. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the hard point was close, but they only won by DQ, right? They only won because there was Death Machine use on the side of Primal. Which, I mean, you know, looking back at it, yeah, okay, if they replay it without the Death Machines, maybe it is different, whatever, that's not the point, right?
Right.
But the Search and Destroy was pretty much in control of Primal the entire time. They did come through together in Game 3 in the domination. They were able to turn things around in a big way, and that domination was all 11T the whole entire time. Not a single bit of struggle felt from them. I think like 20 seconds into the second half, we were in triple cap territory. I mean, it was a pretty convincing domination win, but definitely struggling a bit here overall today.
All right, we are going to get geared up for our third and potential final matchup of this best of 5. As I'm taking a look at the bracket, the Seminole and Explicit matchup is still going on. I need to take a look over at my guy Gil's channel, who is hosting that side of the semifinals. And taking a look, it looks like they are in the Search and Destroy, so 1-0 for one team, not 100% sure. 1-0 for Seminole, so this is just the second game that they're in.
Oh my goodness, what a day, sir.
What a day indeed.
I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah, if you go to sleep at this late at night, it's not gonna be a nap. You're gonna be out for the count. So.
Yeah, indeed. But my body likes to tell me to wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning for some reason. I don't know, my sleep schedule's all whack right now, Verdict. It's pretty rough.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, right? BK Gaming coming through with the gifted subs galore. BK Gaming, an absolute beast, bro. I know you spotted my guy, Mr. Rich Gaming, one, and now you're giving one to the GOAT, to Tio himself. And I got to say, I'm looking at the series now. It's 1-1 situation as Explicit gets on board. They got Jingo subbing in, so they take that Search and Destroy 6-2. So definitely expecting. Okay, so all right, so 11D win that second matchup, guys, and I'm gonna explain why. So we're back on all phone, right? And we had a situation where Just reconnected and he didn't get his screenshot in, so unfortunately, per rules, it's a DQ. So we're actually going to be moving on to the third game, all tied up 1-1, even after Zygnus dominating in that Search and Destroy. That should not actually have any implications on anything other than standings. Like, literally, Zygnus, just a phenomenal performance, and are going to be DQ due to that, as we are going to be all tied up. So super unfortunate, as I do see Pepe coming through with a gifted sub, the BK Gaming. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Support the community. I love it, guys. Thank you so much for all the subs tonight. All right, we're gonna be getting into this next game here shortly, as we're gonna be waiting for these teams or players to show back up. Not 100% sure what the scenario is. BK Gaming going to return the favor to Pepe for a gifted sub. I appreciate it, guys. Pepe gifting BK Gaming. Pepe getting the gifted sub in return. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for coming through for the subs. S-Thug joining back in the lobby. Just waiting for Just to come back, as he was a player that disconnected. We're going to be figuring this out here and getting us back into the matches, but at the moment we're all tied up 1-1.
Yeah, we'll get you guys into the game as soon as we possibly can. Obviously, as Verdict mentioned, we did have an unfortunate DQ issue on the side of Zygnus, so 11T are able to tie it up, despite that being a 6-1 Zygnus win, but 11T definitely got to pull it together if they want to overcome Zygnus in the domination as well. Zygnus is a incredible, well-balanced team. They're great at hardpoint, they're great at dom, they're great at search and destroy. They don't have very many weaknesses, and 11T have certainly been struggling quite a bit with the current roster setup, at least. Again, we don't have Zai, and we don't have Yuji, who was a key player for them last season. So they definitely have some hurdles to overcome here.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely frank with you. Based off of what I'm seeing from Zygnus right now, 11E could be handed 2 games on the backs of a DQ, and I still think that Zygnus would take this series and move on to the finals. They have just been so dominant in these past 2 games. Like, the search and destroy wasn't close. The hard point was a blowout. I mean, I'm starting to see a trend here, and 11D, you know, I'm not saying that today's not their day. I'm just saying that Zygnus is absolutely on point. Now, what I will say as well, you know, the situation with the screenshot, it's unfortunate, you know, but it's part of the game. And when you sign up for the tournament, the rules are put in place. You got to follow those rules. And unfortunately, it was a situation that could have been handled, but obviously it was, you know, an unfortunate scenario where it wasn't. So one game dropped isn't going to make or break you. As a matter of fact, your performance has been on par. 130, 50, 200, 4, 5. These guys are balling right now. A 6-1 in the search and destroy. I mean, just ridiculous. 11D get handed that win on the backs of a DQ. I don't think they're going to be able to capitalize on this, though. I think this is still Zygnus's game. You know, we'll see. We'll definitely see a game 4 regardless now. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to have any implications on this series.
Yeah, definitely the case here, and again, this is quite often referred to as S-Thug's map, and I'm definitely excited to see him with the new MX-9 in hand. I'm actually surprised the difference of Dark Aether skins that we see from North American teams versus Latin.
Enemy taking B.
A and B going to be, actually B is going to be denied as S-Thug picks up 2, clearing the B site off. Wedero and 11E going to be making their push back to the site. Wedero going to be spotted, lasered. S-Thug with a 3-piece there, and all Zygnus in the feed. Definitely not going to ease 11D, as they have been everything but competitive in this best of 5 series. It has not been close, any game that we've seen so far. Maybe this is their opportunity. It's not looking good so far for them, as B and B are going to be now held by the guys over at Zygnus, and just 3-0, 4-1 for S-Thug. Phenomenal starts for both of these players.
Lost the lead. Bravo.
Definitely a big one. Cheto coming through with a couple kills there with the shorty, but 11T actually answer back in a really big way. looking like they are going to get the B flag, and this is absolutely huge for them right now. They need to keep this up if they want to keep Zygnus down, keep themselves from getting snowballed, and they may be able to take a lead in the series.
They might be able to. Now, let's just keep it in mind that, you know, the A side for the first half definitely going to be at a disadvantage for the second half. Irving, I don't know how Irving didn't get that kill, dude. Literally was beaming. Legend absolutely turned on him. Those are, you know, moments that can unfold during a game. You know, when you're not winning your gunfights, can, you know, definitely result in situations of losing map control. We had an opportunity for Zygnus to maintain a little bit of traction on that B or A site, and it is cut shy. So 11D back in this thing as they have A and B now. We'll see how it pans out for the remainder of this first half, as they have now a 10+ point advantage and counting. Cygnus still contesting for their lives. They have second half to look forward to, even regardless of the outcome of this first half. We'll see how it pans out. Irving going to pull the shorty out. 3 players going to be directly on point. Legend going to be the only one there to contest. He is instantly traded. B side going to be capped. Cygnus going to be back in double cap. And now A site is all that 11E has. They need to rack up every point they can here in this first half.
Yeah, they're definitely trying. We did have the B flag go back to Zygnus, if only even for temporary. Still a 10-point lead in favor of 11T currently. You can definitely feel them putting in the work where they can. Oh man, no money starts getting wall banged, freaks out, is able to make it behind the van alive. Gonna be able to defend B a little bit longer. We do have Legend up in the window as well. Finds the kill onto Just. Pretty good range out of the Fennec from him there. Cheto finds the kill onto Legend, but it's looking like it is going to be 11T going into the second half with a slight advantage in the score. They'll be sitting up about 20 points or so.
Yep, they're going to need every bit of a lead here going into the second half, as they're going to be on the, I wouldn't say the bad sides, but just, everyone knows that the C side is much harder to maintain B, right? A is a lot closer. Zygnus is going to have the advantage off the rip. And I'm looking at it, the scorecard looks pretty even for 11D, as they have a few operators, no score streaks. DePow on a 3 combo might be able to rack it up enough points for a kill and a cap here, as he's going to be pushing on point. Zygnus going to be wasting no time, pushing up aggressively to get A. B is going to be pushed, and that's going to be a huge 2-piece for Legend, but it's going to be taken down instantly as Zygnus right back on B. We're going to see Diego and Weather coming through for the contest. Both of them are going to be taken down, as Envoy starting off the game a little slowly, definitely stepping up big time here in the second half.
Need backup.
Yeah, definitely going to have to see them bring the heat here. They do have the A side, so I would say that Zygnus have the better side here in this matchup, because in the second half you're not limited to a maximum of 75 points, which is where we did see 11T obviously get capped. They were able to maintain A the whole time and really ran away with it there. No money. He's looking for the kill onto Just, but pushes underneath, ends up finding Irving instead.
Target down.
And it looks like the B flag probably going to go over to Zygnus right about now, I would think.
Yep, Envoy going to be there to secure the bag. They're going to have the advantage moving on, about 19 points separating the two teams. Weatro trying to get some shots to land. He's going to get some help from Diego. Diego going to push up aggressively, overextending. He's going to be taken down. Weatro going to pull out his Annihilator, trying to even things out. Just down. S-Thug down. Cheto down. That's a 3-piece. Can he make it 4? He spots 1. S-Thug get lasered. Just, or Weather rather, Legend, both going to be taken down. Envoy picking up a nice feed there. 16 kills. And oh my god, that could have been a massive predator missile, but only gets 1. Now, the B and C flags going to be held by 11D. Zygnus trying to get back in, and Weather continuing the ball out, but it's going to be stunted there as 11D back in the mix. 2 flags held. B's going to be traded here. Diego going to be spotted on the outskirts. Just an absolute beast. B going to be traded, but there are 2 players there to contest it. Legend 3. They are going to be back in the mix. They might be able to take this game if they can continue this back and forth. here in this second half where Cygnus should be dominating, but just have found a little bit of struggles based off of how well Levy is playing here.
Yeah, so far has been the case. We do have Cygnus picking up a couple kills in the feed, but no money. He's got window covered. That's going to get the kill onto B. Rotates over. He's looking for the kills. Splits the damage. Does bring down Irving and Just to about half HP, but it's going to be Legend able to get the refrag for him. Cygnus, they do get the B cap. And let's see, 20 points. I think we're in triple gut territory. Am I right here?
I think you might be right.
A couple seconds?
Just a couple of seconds, actually, as I'm looking at it. Wedo's got a Goliath, but not 100% sure what he needs to do with it. Trophies are going to be lining the path to B. They're taking a little bit too much time here, but the Goliath is well protected now. The little bit of trophies that were like kind of lining the path to this B site are going to come through and really help this Goliath make its transition over, but it is going to be short-lived as the Goliath of Wedo going to be taken down, and that should secure the game here for a Levity here. You know, regardless of the scenario, Cygnus need to get a C site in order to win this game. Only 5 points and counting, 15 for Cygnus. This might be a 2-1 now.
I'm down.
Does appear that is going to be the case. That is going to be Levity actually taking the lead in this series off the back of the Search and Destroy DQ. And then come through with a strong win in the hardpoint as well. We almost had the comeback happen for the side of Cygnus, but they do fall about 6 points short.
Tough, man. Could have been a 2-1 scenario for Cygnus. Obviously, the DQ definitely playing a factor here, giving a freebie to 11D. They take advantage of it and continue with that same energy in this third game. 11D on the backs of a second half hold. Take the bag over Cygnus as a 150 to 144 game. Super close. Wedo is your top frag for a reason, bro. Popped off 26 and 15. Even got the Goliath to make that push towards the B site. They didn't ultimately get it, but they didn't need it. It's the fact that they were all focused on that Goliath, preventing that B cap from coming through, which allowed 11D to maintain that C site, securing the game. And 11D are going to be up 2-1. They are looking at a potential final situation as they're going to be gearing up for the fourth game. That is going to be a hard point on Takeoff, if I'm not mistaken.
Does seem to be the case. Cygnus were able to win the last hard point, so we'll have to see if they can push us into a game 5. Just a recent pickup for the side of Cygnus here. Having a pretty solid day, but it is definitely a little bit of a hindrance to the side of Cygnus currently to be down both to Tio and Kimwax, who have been two incredible factors for the team. And still have a solid roster here, but, you know, Cheto, as good as he's looked, still making that transition to phone. You can definitely feel it here and there where he's still getting comfortable. And like I said, Just is a new addition to the roster and just hasn't quite had the impact yet that, you know, we probably expect out of him.
We're going to get geared up for this fourth game, hardpoint takeoff. 11D up 2-1. This is definitely a moment for Cygnus to step up. Based off of the first hardpoint, you would expect them to come in and win it, but that domination was I don't know if that was a little bit of momentum drop for Cygnus based off of that DQ, or if 11D was just, you know, the better in that matchup altogether. Maybe they just had that little bit of energy from the DQ to take the edge, as literally it was only a 6-point difference. So Cygnus still had a dog in the fight, just, you know, Wedo balling out like he did, got the Goliath, put a little bit of pressure on that B site, all that was needed and all that was necessary. We're going to see a potential match point here for 11D. And if you're Cygnus, you got to do everything you can to take a dub here. can't afford any mistakes. We're going to see this hardpoint takeoff start up here shortly. We're verifying screenshots and predictions. Will Zygnus bring enough to the table to take us to a game 5? Or are we going to see a Levendy slide past what could have been a situation that could have been avoided, I've got the same spectator issue.
Yeah, me too. Me too, sir. Me too.
Yep, we're going to back out and restart the lobby. All right, yep. Spectator client is bugging again. We're going to retry, and then we're going to not reconnect to the game, restart the lobby, as I believe the teams have the same situation on their screen as we do. Everyone's leaving the lobby. Yes, hello, restart it, send us some invites, and we'll jump right back into it, business as usual. This is the Meseeks Sunday Showdown semifinals. Right now, 11D have the lead and the advantage 2-1. They're on match point here. They can very well clutch it up and take us to the finals on the backs of this game. But Zygnus still looking as OP as possible. Maybe I can request. All right, new lobby, restarting that, and DeiNomine wants to play today. He's on the emulator. Surely should be interesting to see how well he's mastering the craft of mouse and keyboard.
I'm just trying to keep myself awake at this point, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, it's 10:30 already. I've had an exhausting weekend. You've had an exhausting weekend. We're both pretty wore out. Both been in the sun both days, so I could definitely use the early night, but I definitely want to see the this matchup pan out. Zygnus came in looking strong as hell in both the hardpoint and the search and destroy. Granted, the search and destroy resulted in a DQ 6-1. Like that's got to be demoralizing for 11D, right? No, that wasn't the case. They came in this domination game and were able to take it by 6 points on a Dom Hackney yard of all maps. Hardpoint takeoff is going to be the deciding factor if Zygnus stays with us and takes us to a game 5. Certainly hope it does happen, but we'll see. Maybe 11D found a little bit of new life on the backs of that DQ. All right, we've got most of the players in the mix. Just missing one, as Irving, Just, Cheto, and Envoy are confirmed, but they're missing that 5th, who is S-Thug. So wait for him to join the lobby, and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to take a look at the Guildmania stream to see what the score is. As 2-1 Explicit on top. They're on match point right now. And they have a hard point to decide if Explicit takes this in game 4. Same situation that we're about to see. Explicit actually has a 30-point advantage. Wow. Explicit could take out Seminole in the semifinals. Sheesh. Alright, no spectator issues here. We're in our 4th matchup as well. Hardpoint takeoff. Will Zygnus take us to a game 5? Or will 11D just continue to roll here in this hardpoint? We'll see as game's about to start up. We're going to be on board with Wado, who absolute beast last game. expecting a lot from him. If they win, it's going to be on the back of his Gary.
Too close. Fight harder. Hardpoint is ours.
That's definitely an important game for Zygnus to win here. Again, they were able to win the hardpoint last time around, but the domination and the search and destroy did not go their way, even though they won the search. They unfortunately had to DQ, and that gave the win over to Levity, who are now 1 game away from closing this series out. And Levity have a couple point lead here off of the first hardpoint. Not looking great for Zygnus, but this is still very early on in the game, and this is, you know, probably one of the worst hardpoint maps you could possibly play on, so anything could happen.
Thing can happen, but again, takeoff gonna be the deciding factor. Got to play the cards that were dealt. 11D taking a little bit of an advantage here as well. We're going to be playing OBJ, going to be playing Slayer as well as he picks up his 6th. He's 6 and 2. Shadow with the contest. Irving gets credit for the kill. P2 transitions are going to come through as this staircase is about to be where all the action's at. The POW going to be right there leaning on the staircase. But I don't know. This is still close matchup. Zygnus going to be playing for a retake here as 11D yet again with the advantage here in P2 staircase. They are going to continue with the domination here in this hard point. Diego, oh my god, Irving is just a beast. Takes down to POW and Diego, but is eventually going to be traded. 11D going to be completely on point here in P2. They are all man on deck. As this P2 transition is going to favor them. The 2-piece to come through for the Hunter Killer Drone. They're going to seal the deal and a 40-point advantage and counting for 11D as they take yet again another lead here in this hard point.
Yeah, Levity looking like they might be able to walk away with a win over Zygnus here, and definitely not what I would have expected, especially after seeing the search and destroy and the hard point, the first hard point. But looks like Levity might just be a little bit better in the long game here today. We have S-Thug on point, looking to hold it down. But Diego, he's going to find 2, almost slides the corner to find another, but might be the first like real set of points we've seen Zygnus pick up since the first hard point. But as I say that, it is going to be 11 with a pretty solid break.
They are an early break indeed. They're going to be able to capitalize on this P3 area that Zygnus should have been able to hold. Now, Zygnus is going to be playing a little desperate here. They're going to get a 3-man stack at point and re-clear it. Back and forth, Zygnus trying to stay in it. 11 trying to deny any opportunity they have with it. You know, Wedo popping off. He's already got 18. 18 and 7. Bro is triggered right now and playing the role of an absolute slayer. We're going to see P4 transitions come through. Zygnus only about 46 points behind. They should be able to recover it here in P4 as DePau going to be looking in. Gets Irving. No, Irving going to win that. And that is going to be Zygnus again with an early advantage here in this P4 rotation.
As Zygnus have made up a little bit of ground and looks like they could possibly be ready to tie things up on this hard point here. Ooh, that's like, you gotta hit that one, man.
And as I say that, Gilmania coming through with the 47 Raiders. I take it explicit. Have moved on to the finals on the backs of beating Seminole 3-1.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed.
I think that's the exact opposite outcome that we saw out of those two teams last time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you were absolutely right. It was a 3-1 on the backs of Seminole trolling and still winning. They pretty much gave them the S&D, and now it looks like explicit with Jingo subbing in. Just, my god, those guys are super cracked. If they were able to beat Seminole 3-1, I could expect that it's going to be a decent finals matchup, right?
I'm actually starting to wonder if that is a Jingo subbing in, or if that's just a Jingo going to be playing for explicit, if you want me to be honest with you here. because unfortunately,
Tango down.
with Arsenal being knocked out of Stage 4, and Stage 4 coming up here in, what, at this point, probably a couple weeks away, you definitely have to imagine a lot of those Arsenal players are probably looking for a team to play on.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're to see Cygnus back on point. Irving going to pick up 22-23 with the Annihilator 24. Wedo finally taking him out. Damage is done. Only about a 10-point leading, less actually, as P1 transitions are going to be favoring Cygnus, who are trying to take us to a Game 5. Can very well do so off of a decent P1 rotation to P2 staircase. Probably not going to be where we see the game end, but can certainly set Cygnus up for a potential run for a Game 5 situation. Going to have to find it here on staircase first. Wedo coming through with the contest. Wedo and Diego. Diego's half out. Diego's taking down S-Thug. Picks up his 13th kill.
Targets inside.
Now take a look at the scorecard. What started off great for Wedo is still continued 30 and 15, but he's got a little bit of competition with Irving and Just,
Enemy contact.
who are right there neck and neck. They have put on some points for their team. The retake comes through early, and now Cygnus going to be on the ropes. We're going to see Diego get the trade on Envoy, but is instantly traded himself. Wedo pulls out the Annihilator, not able to capitalize at all. And Cygnus back on point. 11 going to be contesting. P2 has been a sweat fest. We got ourselves a nail biter here as we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Will Cygnus stay alive and see a Game 5? Will 11 be able to halt the Giants here as P2 transitions favor Cygnus? P3 starting to look like 11 might be able to hold it here as P3 transitions coming through. Start up here 5 seconds. 11 with a decent hold, but a Goliath is making its way on point. He's still got about 80% health, 90% health. S-Thug will not be denied. Yes, he is. The POW cleaning him up. And P3 transitions are in favor of 11 so far. Another Goliath just not able to survive. This is 11 putting everything into this P3 transition. And it's showing. They've got an 8-point deficit. They are racking up the points. 15 points all that needed. We'll see here if Cygnus can make the break. Shadow going to be spotted. Takes down 2 before he's gone. And now a 3-1 stack. 1 go down, but is not going to be enough. The contest is in. This is an all-out brawl here. Battle for who wants it most. And it could be 11. No, it could be Cygnus. I don't know. This is looking like 11 might secure it here. Nobody here from Cygnus to contest. That's it. We're going to the finals. 11, 150 to 142. Take the series 3-1. We won't see a Game 5. That's it for Cygnus. Unfortunate, but the game must go on.
That was a incredible finish by 11. I gotta say, I try to remain non-biased in my casting quite a lot, but I was really cheering for Cygnus there. Just to get us into that Game 3, I was really wanting to see 11 drop the ball, but able to pull it together. They're going to take the 3-1 win over Cygnus here tonight, and that is going to send us into our finals, which I believe will be joined by Gilmania, and that should be an 11 versus Explicit final.
Yeah, and this is just isn't any Explicit roster. This is a Jingo Molly, aka Blur now. Solo, who we've been raving about here recently, going to be taking on 11. Sheesh. Even if the DQ didn't come through, we would still be seeing a Game 5 right now. So, dude, that is tough, bro. Cygnus put everything they had into that game. Fortunately, that same energy was met from 11. They take the bag. And I'm never the one to root for a team, but I was certainly hoping this series would go to a 5th game.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely gotta wonder. After the first hard point and the search and destroy were so in favor of Cygnus, you have to wonder if that DQ just took him out of the mental game.
It could have possibly done that. In a state that Cygnus was in, you know, you take the game in convincing fashion and then have it reversed on the backs of a missed screenshot. It's never fun, bro. You know, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles in situations like that. That could certainly have been controlled. Obviously, we're an all-phone tournament now. Just made the transition this week. The rules state if you miss a screenshot per a reconnect or at the beginning or whatever the situation is, it's a DQ, and it's a non-negotiable. It's super unfortunate, but it's just how it is. Taking a look at the scorecard, just 32 and 26, 32 seconds on the hill, 31 and 22 for Irving. They certainly had the frag power to match, you know, a win here, but, you know, falling shy on the backs of Wedo's big carry, 33 and 24, a minute and 12 on the hill. That is, you know, a carry at its finest. You know, granted, DePau was right there with 26 and 22. Nobody, I think that's a 30-point gap, 30-second gap from top frag to bottom, the second frag, right, in OBJ time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a big difference. That was just a big factor in what 11T was able to bring together. And again, that's kind of why I'm wondering, you know, looking at the way the first two matches went compared to those last two matches, I definitely have a lot of belief in. I feel like Zygnus got a little bit tilted after the DQ. I'm gonna be just flat out honest about it. That's what that game felt like. 11T have not looked like that solid of a unit all day long.
Nope. You're right.
And Zygnus were looking great. Zygnus came into this series looking absolutely phenomenal, and then just everything fell apart.
Yep, that one game, the DQ, everything, the momentum, the mood, the vibes just kind of shifted all in favor of 11D. They were able to capitalize and ultimately take it to the finals on the backs of a 3-1 semifinals. Very, very close one, bro. Both the hardpoint and domination. And it wasn't like the hardpoint, the first game was a blowout, right? Zygnus take the bag easy. They take the search and destroy easy, 6-1. And then every game after that, the two that we just saw were so close, bro. Literally 6 seconds difference in the...
In both.
8-point difference in the hard point, but literally about as close as it can be, right? There was never that kind of dominance that we saw from Zygnus in that first matchup, the first and second game. Everything was close, but 11D prevailed, and that's all that matters. So we're going to see 11D taking on Explicit in the finals, guys. We're going to get ready for that, and I believe Gilmania should be joining us.
Great, because I'm going to take a nap.
We're still waiting for screenshots, by the way. Screenshots are good. Good deal. So it is confirmed 11E are moving on to the finals to take on Explicit. And we're going to get Gilmania in here to join us up for the finals. And probably send Day on to his nap of the night. If that's the case, just need to confirm that Gil can join us. But before then, we're going to take a moment to hear a word from our sponsors. And we will be right back as we're going to get these guys back in the lobby. And guys, we are back live for the Meseeks Sunday Showdown Finals. This is the Trovo, HyperX, Juju Energy, and SXC sponsored event. We're here with Gilmania, gonna be doing the play-by-plays and the analytics as Day called it a night early. I don't blame him, bro. He was pretty wore out. Again, based off of that 4-game series that we just watched, I'm pretty exhausted too. So we've got 11 in the lobby, just waiting for the rest of Explicit. Tell me, that Explicit team was able to beat Seminole 3-1. What was going on in that series, Gil?
Well, it was a 3-1 scenario, like you mentioned, and it was actually Seminole the one that, in a pretty dominant way, ended up taking victory. It was like 150 to maybe 70 or so. It was pretty one-sided, but after that game, it was Explicit all over the place. They had a blast. They were dominating most of the matches. In all of them, you could notice that they were having a better tactical play-by-play by them, and if they continue to do so, I'm intrigued to see what they can do against someone like 11T.
Yeah, this is going to be a best-of-5 matchup that we'll see start off on a hardpoint takeoff, followed by an S&D Crossfire domination standoff, guaranteed 3 games there. If we're fortunate enough to see a Game 4, it's going to be a Hardpoint Summit. If we're lucky enough to see a Game 5, it's going to be an S&D Firing Range. Overall, I love this rotation, with the exception of the Hardpoint standoff, or takeoff event. Everything else is absolutely OP. The Crossfire S&D, I love it. The standoff domination, the Summit Hardpoint, and the S&D Firing Range to follow up. A phenomenal best-of-5. I'll give takeoff, I'll give it a pass this time, as the other 4 maps and rotations are 100%. Probably one of the better of the 4 maps I've seen all night. Saxy, Snipes, Blur, Solo, and Jingo going to round up the Explicit roster. 11E going to have the same starting 5 that we've seen all night. Pal, Wedo, Legend, No Money, and Diego. This is going to be a sweaty one, man. I know that Explicit are on top of their game. They've got Jingo in the mix. They got Saxy in the mix. Blur is a recent name change. That's Molly, who is trying to rebrand and rename. Echo, dude, what the hell? You don't have the maps downloaded? Come on, man. He got kicked.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea what's gonna...
Echo got kicked, that's what happened.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen there, but... Oh, nice. I don't know, I mean... Okay, we're gonna start it like that. It's gonna be game 1, like you mentioned, hardpoint on takeoff. One of the recently introduced maps that, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think I know the full rotations of this map. Like, ever since it got added on Black as a DLC, I was never a big fan of it. I barely played it, and that ended up with me not knowing the full rotation.
Hardpoint identified.
But you said it yourself, it's not necessarily the best one out there. Let's see what happens on game number 1. And out of this game, what would you say is the possible outcome with how 11T has played today?
We'll go ahead and tell you, 11E hasn't been the best 11E that I've seen, but we're able to recover quickly after a 6-1 loss that ended up turning around in their favor in the DQ, and they've been a completely different team since. So they've really used that energy to take the series 3-1 over Zygnus, but I gotta say, the 2 games that they beat Zygnus on, after that, were pretty sweaty. Literally, Wedo carrying the entire time. Now, P1 gonna be midway through, and we are gonna see 11E finally come through and get a few points on the board, as it's about as close as they can get after P1 out in the open. P2 transition is gonna be made. 11E actually gonna be there early, which is gonna give the guys over at Explicit an advantage on P1 here, but literally going to be about a 22 or 16 to 15 game as P2 stairs are going to happen. So, based off of what I've seen from 11E, they should definitely compete here against this Explicit roster very well, but I don't know. I'm not 100% confident in their gameplay here recently.
Hardpoint lost.
Yeah, so far, like you mentioned, it's been neck to neck between these two. It's actually ended up being Jingo the one taking care of everyone off stays inside of this hill and continues to dominate alongside with Blur. I would say that Jingo and Blur were probably the biggest factor on their victory in the previous game from them on the semifinals. Jingo with a huge amount of times, Blur with a huge amount of kills, and here they are both getting taken out by Diego. That is going to be able to gain some momentum for a second. They got brought back for a few seconds there on that hill. I mentioned they are being capable of taking them out, but overall I would say that both teams are struggling to not necessarily to keep up, but to have a noticeable advantage.
Be advised, hostile
We're going to see
predators
P2 transitions favor both teams. Pretty much the same score, except 11. You're going to have a 4-point advantage. Not going to be for too much longer, as I do see Jingo already making his rotation over. He's holding this bottom building site down 100%. Going to have the advantage here. P3 transition is going to favor Explicit, and this is about as neck and neck as they can get. No team's really, excelling in any of the points. It's just been a back and forth 50-50 trade. And with the advantage now going in the favor of Explicit, it's going to be short-lived now, as 11 going to be on point, made their way there, and 11 going to be able to roll through and hold. No, that is going to be the guys over at Explicit back on point, so Explicit going to be continuing on, as about a 12-point gap has now allowed them to take the lead and extend it. They're going to be taken out, and this is, like I said, this has been a 50-50 matchup so far. No team really having a dominant hold on any of the points.
Contact with enemy.
So really couldn't tell you who was going to win out this one.
Hardpoint identified.
¿Verdad? Una manera de jugar de ambos bastante cerrada entre uno y otro. Bastante cerrado en puntos. La ventaja pues sí es para en estos momentos Explicit, pero no hay un claro ganador en estos momentos, ¿verdad? Están jugando muy bien ambos, bastante estratégicos, en algunos momentos agresivos, en algunos momentos defensivos, pero en general lo están haciendo muy bien. Aquí el nuevo puente va a ser Explicit, del cual tiene cierto dominio dentro del punto caliente, pero inmediatamente todo el event y hace el push al punto. Parece ser que van a retomar el control y lo tienen, van a volver a cerrar esa desventaja que tenían, y el event ahora va a volver a estar en la delantera. It is a back and forth game all over the place. He gets the advantage for 11, then back to Explicit, then back to 11. So far, I would say that he's gonna be one of the closest matchups in today, without a doubt. For the first time, I think that's the biggest advantage we've had, but rather that is going to be exploding back in there. Diego was close to making a clean up there, but only gets 2 kills, then gets taken out himself. And Explicit without those kills and those points, yet again are even.
Yep, dude, this is literally a 2-point difference here, as reset points going to come through. The Legend on 14 kills. Take a look at the scorecard. Literally the same situation on both sides, with the exception of the Powell, who was 8-11, bringing that 11 roster down. Solo flourishing 16-9, 17-9 as no money's called lacking. 11 gonna be down, as the guys over at Explicit taking advantage of this P1 point. They're gonna have a 13-point advantage in their favor here, as P1 rotations are going to favor them. They're gonna be able to capitalize a little more, 20 points and counting. This is where 11 needs to step up and get at least one contest in midway through. Fails me not to see the guys over Explicit actually push out and evacuate the hard point. Now we're going to see the points literally 50-50 spreads. Explicit with probably the biggest lead that we've seen so far in the game. Solo going to seal the deal there, take it down 1, but is going to be instantly traded, as Solo, probably one of the better players in this roster. Absolutely love to see him get company and tag teamed up with Jingo, Molly, Saxy. These are just some top tier talent here, as we're getting P2 transitions coming through. Solo going to pick up 2 there. Saxy going to pick up 2. Blur going to pick up 2. That's going to clear the hill, and now Explicit are going to be able to run away with a lead. This might be able to anchor them into a first game win. We'll see. I don't think P2 is where we're going to see the end of this game, though.
Yeah, Explicit getting the advantage when they needed it the most, and got a huge lead at the end. Let's see if they can expand that a little bit more. 11 has been able to get back in place. The Pau is going to be inside, getting a kill, getting a double. No, that's going to be only an assistance, but overall clearing that for a second. But immediately Explicit gets back in there, like you mentioned, that advantage. They got it when they needed it specifically, and now they're gonna be less than 20 points away from taking victory, and this is getting up kill for 70. Explicit so close to victory are gonna continue to have the advantage. They only need 6 more points, and as we're switching, I think this could be over if 11T cannot properly defend this here.
We're going to see a 4-man stack on the front side at this point, and an early retake come through. As 11D says, do not count me out of this matchup. Jingo going to pick up 2 big Bs. Saxy going to come through for the contest. Saxy's lasered. Jingo going to be the last one alive, and that's going to be a tough one to break. As Solo going to be taken down. Jingo going to be the last hope. He takes down 1. Going to be traded. No money. Still in this thing. And this is a completely different mood swing for this guy's over at 11D. I literally saw Güero carry 3 games in a row, and now he's 19 and 26. Game 1, 150 to 121. Explicit taking the bag. 1-0 advantage.
Stand down.
Hello?
Sounds like you're cutting out, Gil.
Oh, sorry, I'm just having issues in here, but notice that heals, but also getting the heal time, being 51 seconds in it, are gonna be the MVP out of this game. But overall, Explicit with a huge job by getting most of the players inside of it. You're gonna notice Knives with over a minute, Jingo close to a minute, Saxy with 36 seconds, and that's gonna be an extraordinary game by both of them. But we talked about it. The second, the moment where they needed the most, they got the advantage, and Explicit gonna take victory number 1. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Explicit has been playing really, really good today, and they have proven that to us in game number 1.
Game number 1 definitely showing and setting the table and scenes here for this 11 roster is Explicit taken in pretty convincing fashion. It was literally a 50-50 trade of points in the first 1, 2, 3, 4 hard points. P1 favored Explicit a little bit. 11 not able to contest at points where they needed to. And then P2 rolled over, and 11 was able to get a last-second break. Only about 11 points were needed from Explicit. They had the early advantage going into the P3 transitions. They were taken out, and then they just did not give up. They fought really, really hard, got back on point, and held it. It literally set themselves up for success. They did it in convincing fashion, taking that game by about 29 points. And a 1-0 advantage going to be in favor of Explicit. As I see Celestial raving in chat, go Explicit, that's right. Love it when you see the managers coming in and making sure that they are supporting the team. DeiNomine would be so proud of Explicit. You are so right, Anonymous. I don't think I could agree with you more.
Ahora vamos a estar por comenzar la partida número 2 ya. I'm sorry. Vamos a empezar partida número 2. Ahora va a ser Explicit el que tiene la ventaja inicial. Ya tiene una partida a su nombre. Van a empezar en estos momentos en el lado ofensivo. Van a tomar la bomba y van a hacer el push. I can see Saxy with the chopper right now. He got a kill with that nade really, really early, bringing the advantage. Solo and Blur get a kill each. That is going to be the earliest of advantage. 3 kills right off the bat, leaving only Pelon and No Money alive. Solo gets another kill, leaving No Money on his own. He's going to get pushed over, goes for a kill, and doesn't get it. Jingo, with a perfect round, clutches that kill. And in a matter of seconds, that's the advantage already for the side of Explicits.
Yeah, Saxy opening the floodgates with that first nade to land, and Explicit just steamrolling right now. Super energy coming off that first game. Continuing on here, the second, Snipes going to be one shot. Saxy going to trade, taking down Güero. Snipes is still alive though, so it's a 4v5 now. 11. Gonna be down to 3 players. Oh my god, what is this explicit roster? How have I been missing out on this action? Explicit pack strong here in game 2. Dominant force. They take a 2-0 advantage of the Search and Destroy. They're already up 1-0 in the series. Very well looking like they might be able to take this second game too.
Destroy the objective.
Yeah, 2-0 for them, and looking at the score, I can see that Saxy is the one with the most kills in here, playing, like I previously mentioned, with the Chopper, doing an amazing job. Right now, he's the one that's making sure that they don't go through that smoke area. He gets plenty of hit markers, doesn't get a kill just yet, but we know that's the power of the Chopper. You can just pray and pray for days.
Enemy in sight.
And even if you don't get a kill on this map specifically, getting that knowledge that there's enemies around can be really, really good for the team. That's exactly what he's doing. Yet again, 11 is going to be struggling. The Pao has been left alone. Gets a kill onto Blur without Fennec, but still has 2 angry enemies looking for him right now. And one of them is going to be Saxy. The other is going to be Saw. They're pushing from different sides. That's gonna be it. No, Pao actually ends up getting that frag. And he's now in a 1v1 that he cannot win. Saxy gets the 3-0 and Explicit just running over over the enemies. 11 cannot answer yet.
I gotta say though, I gotta give it to 11. Each round has been better and better. Granted, they've taken 3 L's in a row. You know, last round could have went either way. It was a 1v1 scenario. Wado going to be taking down Saxy, just absolutely obliterating people in that deli bakery area. No money going to take down Solo. The Pao going to pick up Jingo. Now the advantage is in favor of 11D. As Blur evening things out, that's going to be a 3v3 scenario. The Pao going to be taken out. Diego, Legend, and No Money going to be left in this 3-3 scenario. Saxy, Snipes, and Blur. Blur, 7 kills already. Definitely one of the players that you want to see alive here for Explicit. Saxy going to take down a Legend. And 7th kill on board for him. That's going to leave No Money in a 1v3 scenario now. And as I said, better and better each round. Now we're digressing and back to a similar scenario that we saw in the second round. Just not what 11D needs to happen. They need to find a way to steal one of these defending rounds and have an absolute perfect attacking strategy. I just don't see that being the case, though. The smoke is going to go down. Bomb is going to go down along with it. Snipes and Blur going to be left here peeking through this mid area. No Money. Not going to find anybody off the bat. He had one just walk right past him, didn't he?
Targets in sight.
Yeah, I don't even think
Saxy...
Yeah, you cutting in and out, bro. I can
Yes,
barely hear you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My internet is just dropping out again. I apologize for everyone who just hears me in and out. I think I'm gonna try to... Snipes! With the Snipes! Clutches that round, and that's a 4-0. I think I'm gonna try to restart Discord, and hopefully that helps.
If it doesn't, we can all disconnect and see if we can get you to host and maybe have a little better connection.
Right. I'll see. I'm gonna do that.
All right, we're going to see 4-0 in favor of Explicit. They are in the lead in the series and in this Search and Destroy. Saxy, Snipes, and Solo just continuing on here. Saxy going to take down Wero. Wow, this is not the same 11E that we watched in the Zygnus series.
Lost that round, but
or is this just a super OP Explicit roster? I can't tell right now, but bro... Right now, 11E are getting bodied. 5-0, a potential 6-0 perfect, flawless victory opportunity for the guys over at Explicit. We're going to see the sides flip. Maybe the advantage could possibly give 11E an opportunity to get on board here. But starting the map up off right, a Legend going to pick up one on Saxy. Definitely need to take him down. He has been a menace in this Search and Destroy. And we did have Yomania joining back. Can we hear you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. Is it any better?
Much better.
Last man standing.
Alright. Well, this round has been the closest that 11T has been to taking one for themselves. Blur is the only one alive in a 1v2 scenario, but Blur immediately finds a snipe onto Legend. Even things out. No Money is gonna be planting the bomb probably soon. But with Blur's positional advantage, that's gonna be a tough part for him. Right now, he has the advantage with the sniper. Seems like no one realized that and might be thinking about a different approach to this one. But since he is right now playing with the Holger, it's gonna be a tough one for him. De verdad va a ser muy complicado para el lado de Leventi. Les están realmente pasando por encima 5-0. Están a nada de perder la partida número 2 de verdad de una manera brutal. No Money se quedó solo. Tiene el control de la bomba, sí, pero dado que tiene este francotirador, va a estar muy peligroso el hecho de que él se acerque a cualquiera de las dos bombas, pues sabe que desde cualquier ángulo podría terminar disparándole a su rival. Right now, No Money is trying to approach the A-bomb, where it's actually quite close to the area where Blur is at. He's gonna start planting the bomb. I think Blur was not able to realize that. That is gonna put in the timer. Oh no, Money ended up not planting the bomb, decides to switch back without being noticed by Blur, so let's see what happens. That's the last hope for 11T. He goes to the right, fights the enemy, and finally, 11T gonna put on a number for them.
That was a much-needed round for 11D. Granted, even if they do take 5 rounds in a row here, when they flip sides, Explicit just looked way too flawless for an attacking strategy side. We have one round going in favor of 11D, but it was a 1v1 scenario, which could have gone either way. So, you know, 11D still in this, but for how much longer? Can they continue the bleeding, allowing it to happen? Snipes going to be taken one down, is going to be traded instantly, and it's a 4v3 scenario in favor of 11D. Solo going to be on the inside of this bus station building. Jingo going to try and contest as well. He gets taken down, and this is a much better 11D round, as we do see a potential 2 points could be earned here. Blur going to be still, going to be alive still, going to be rotating. Bomb's going to go down. 45 seconds for him to make his push. And Wedo, Legend, and Diego still alive, with Blur still in it. 9 kills deep. I certainly have faith in Explicit here, but not looking good so far. Legend going to be on the bottom side of this staircase, and that's going to be another round in favor of 11D, who are trying to stay alive, potentially steal this in a reverse sweep fashion. Still got 4 more rounds to clutch up, though.
Yeah, holding on to their last hope. They know that a single mistake would mean being against the corners. We do know that it's a best of 5, and they're already losing 1-0. And losing this one as well would be disastrous, and it's gonna be a tough round since Solo has gotten a double piece right off the bat, leaving only 3 for the side of 11T. The one carrying the bomb is gonna be No Money, currently moving towards the A side of the map. He's gonna spot Blur in here. Blur with a sniper cannot have the best reflexes in there, ends up dying. That is a really good kill for 11T. Let's see if they can capitalize on that. On the other side of the map, I see Wero with a Holger moving towards the bus station, trying to get inside. He knows that there's enemies in the area. He's trying to be cautious, but at the same time be aggressive, so they can get any sort of advantage in here. They know, like I mentioned, one more round done, and they would be 2-0.
Solo going to be camping the bottom side of this staircase. Certainly going to put Wedo in a weird predicament, as he wants to get the push to come through, but he's waiting and anticipating his opponent's movement. Saxy going to be taken down. Solo still spotting at the top of this map, or the top of this staircase. Going to get the push to come through. Solo takes down 1. And that's going to leave Legend and No Money alive. No Money actually going to get the bomb planted. Jingo going to be there to contest. Jingo not having the best Search and Destroy game so far. He's going to be taken down. That's going to be a 1v2 scenario as the trades come through. Snipes and Solo looking to clutch this up, take us 2-0 opportunity. Yes, Solo clutches those. Snipes going to get the defuse. Explicit are on match point after a 6-2 Search and Destroy. If you're not on the Explicit pack right now, you're missing out, bro. These guys are just absolutely cracked out of their minds.
They are here to stay, and so far they are just dominating. You said it yourself, like 6-2. It was super close to being a 6-0. Of course, 11T was able to get 2 cool rounds, I would say. They got a couple of rounds that they definitely were able to place a fight against Explicit, but overall it was just Explicit dominating. Definitely not close to what we saw in match 1. And you said it yourself, Explicit right now on the brink of taking this one home. And 11T against the corners, about to lose this finals game. And pretty unfortunate way, you know, they just not been able to do much. We're gonna see that Diego was not even able to get a single kill for himself. Where was able to get two. It's just not their games in here.
Yep, I just read Jingo in chat. Got hired at Olive Garden before dropping a breadstick that game. Well, guess what, bro? At least you weren't over at Krispy Kreme dropping donuts, my guy. That is not typical Diego behavior. As a matter of fact, he's been a staple piece of this roster tonight. And that certainly paints you a picture for this 11E roster as they drop yet again a second game. 6-2, explicit, just looking way too OP at the moment. Jingo, Saxy, Blur, Snipes. Granted, Jingo only dropped one in the Search and Destroy. We'll excuse him as he has been a key factor as well for this explicit team tonight, as I believe he was top fragging at one point in the Seminole games, right?
I wouldn't say top fragging. He was definitely on those top areas most of the time, and even if he was not like out fragging the opponents, he was at least being the OBJ. So he was usually bringing some sort of utility to the team. Unfortunately, this time around was not the case, but as the next one is gonna be domination, it could be pretty important as well, right? Like getting that positional advantage can be important, and that's something that Jingo can certainly do.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for Explicit to take it in convincing fashion. Third game could be our final domination standoff, and I'm taking it back to the series with 11D and Zygnus, right? So let me paint you a picture. The first game blowout was like 150 to 30 something. Like it wasn't even close. 11D gets dogged, right? They lose the Search and Destroy 6-1, and they actually get a DQ that goes in their favor due to a screenshot issue from Zygnus. So they take a game regardless of getting literally stomped, and then they beat them on a domination Hackney Yard, where they started out on a first half and defended the B site so very well in the second, won by 6 points, and then an 8-point difference in the hard point. So this is, painting a picture, telling you a story of a situation where we saw in a series last series with Zygnus. Is this going to be the same case here against Explicit? This is their opportunity to come through and shine. So, 11E, if you've got anything left in the tank, this is where you got to let it all out.
Yeah, they gotta let it all out. This is do or die, the moment of truth. And if they cannot do something about it, it's gonna be a 3-0 that would be surprisingly in a way, but at the same time not, because it's been the way that Explicit has been playing all day. And with the new additions, it's been ruling the world. And right now, they seem to be trying to go for a double cap right over that. And it is going to be the AC cap. Like, what even is going on, Verdict?
You know what? I don't know. As a matter of fact, it's not going to actually, benefit Explicit, because Jingo was immediately taken down. But it definitely relieved a little bit of pressure off of the B site, where they have a half cap, but not able to capitalize on it. So, still a pretty even matchup. A 3-point difference isn't going to, be the situation that, ultimately determines a game, but it can certainly allow a little bit of confidence for the guys over at Explicit, as they have taken 2 games. They're going to get 8 back again, and now a double cap that could lead to a triple cap could be devastating, as the A site going to be traded yet again, as I do see that 11E might be able to cap it. No! They're going to be reversed. The double cap is in favor of Explicit, but C is going to be traded. A is going to be halted. Blur going to be taken down. Snipes going to be there. Saxy going to be able to finish the job. The double cap is still in favor of Explicit. They are starting this matchup in a convincing way that we might not see a game 4.
Logran ahí por fin cerrar la doble captura. Los chicos de Explicit. Va a ser la bandera de A y la bandera de B en su nombre, y por lo pronto lo están haciendo de nueva cuenta de una manera muy muy sólida. Están jugando muy bien en todas y cada una de ellas. Aquí en esta ocasión va a ser Jingo el jugador que lleva el mayor número de bajas, ya lanzó ese dron, tiene disponible el aniquilador y la ventaja se está haciendo muy fuerte en su nombre, ya lo sabíamos, era matar o morir ahora para el Eventy. Y se nos están muriendo de verdad, los chicos de Explicit están con todo el día de hoy, vinieron a arrasar y es justo lo que están haciendo, se encuentran a nada de llevarse estas finales en 3-0. Claramente no se ha terminado, pero de verdad la ventaja está siendo muy contundente a su nombre. Tienen aún la ventaja de las dos banderas, están defendiendo muy bien. Creo que ni siquiera están preocupando mucho por una triple captura, pero en general están siendo devastadores contra el Eventy. Van a intentar capturar B, Jingo va a usar el aniquilador, se va a llevar una baja, se va a llevar la segunda, va por la tercera, falla el disparo, pero igual el Eventy no logra capturar. Estuvo a punto de tener la triple captura, no logran conectarla, pero igual ahí por fin volvieron a poder respirar. In that play, Eventy was able to breathe back in. They were super close to a triple cap, that didn't happen, but at least they were able to hold on to 2 flags for more than a few seconds.
Enemy has Alpha.
A going to be traded yet again as nobody has able to, continuously hold that site. And the advantage going into the second half is certainly going to be favoring the guys over at Explicit. They came out of the gates swinging. They have a 22-point lead. The second half is going to determine if 11D will see a Game 4 or if Explicit will 3-0 this OP roster and just prove how dominant they can play as Jingo making his way onto the roster. I believe Saxy's not necessarily a roster player, but Jingo subbing in, and Saxy, now you got Jingo, Saxy, Blur, accompanying Snipes and Solo. This has potential to be a dominating NA team.
They sure are. Right now, pretty much everybody is going to be on double digits on the side of Explicit. All missing on Blur. On the other side, yeah, Legend has 15, Whale has 11. But overall, for the first time, we're going to see a bit of a dominant side for Legend. But it's been pretty tough. They are trying their best to even try to go for a triple cap. Let's see if they can make it.
Could very well do so, as a matter of fact.
That would be what they like.
That would be the ideal case, but it's
Gino's got to be able to defend on that side.
Yep. I don't know how they spawned there, but Explicit spawning on the backside of that A site definitely helped out. Usually in a situation where you got an A flag cap coming through, the opposing team would spawn gas station. That would be a scenario where 11 would have easily got the triple cap to come through. But that's not the case. Explicit spawning on that back A site certainly held a lot of power for them. And now we're going to see 11D trying to capitalize on the placement. They're going to have 2 on the flag of A, and 11D have a few on C. A is going to be halted, but C and B is all that is needed at the moment, as 11D looking to take us to a Game 4 could very well do so. So far, so good. It is looking like 11D is trying to stay in this, but for how much longer? The B site's going to be half capped. 11D's going to be nowhere on site, and Explicit are going to be able to capitalize on yet again another B cap.
Take it back into their hands. They were losing their advantage, yes, but it's still there. It's still going to be over 15 points and getting bigger and bigger as right now is Jingo trying to cap C. He's going to get pushed over by a few players from the side of 11T. They do take him out. They don't get the triple cap, but there's already a Goliath on the other side of the map. Solo has been using it. He's going to be taking it. He's going to go towards the A side. He sort of knows that there's someone in that flag. He's going to be defending on his own, trying to get a kill. Actually not working out. The Goliath might be taken out pretty quickly, but overall, the fact that he got this Goliath, the fact that he has closer strike in hand could be pretty important, but not as much as the fact that 11T is able to get A and C again. Let's see if they can get that translated onto a B side cap as well.
I don't know. It's definitely one for question. Approaching triple cap territory. As a matter of fact, the B cap could solidify the triple cap territory for the side of 11D. Maybe a few seconds separating the two. Nonetheless, Explicit looking to take this series 3-0. Blur going to hold the B site as well as a cluster strike from Solo. 135 and counting. They have C, they have B. And now 11D are on the ropes. They are certainly in triple cap territory. They don't even have they just have a little bit of traction on this B site. Explicit has been looking so very great. They're going to continue on, and they might take this series in 3. B going to be halted, and Explicit coming through in the clutch. 3 points and counting, 2 points and counting. That's game, boys and girls. Game, set, match. Explicit taking the bag. 3-0 over 11D. What a series.
He just ran over their enemies. There was not more than a few seconds where 11T was able to hold their territory, but overall it was just Explicit for days. They were able to go for a double cap, even if they lost a flag. They were able to immediately get it back. They didn't lose control for too long, and overall just proved to us what they're capable of. They're gonna take these finals in a 3-0 matter. You said yourself, like, it was a cool match on the semifinals between 11T and Cygnus. Because of reasons, it ended up being a 3-1 in their favor, but they were dominant on the last 2. But Explicit on a whole different level. They were on a whole different level, and for that same reason is that they're going to be this week champions of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown.
That's right, first place, first ever Meseeks Sunday Showdown Championship for Explicit. Top frag of the game. 9 caps, Jingo, 21 and 18. Granted, Solo popped off, 27 and 17, right there underneath them. Man, that is crazy, guys. That's how we end our night, a 3-0 over 11D. Explicit on top of the complete game so far tonight, as they took out Seminole. They take down 11D. That is just phenomenal. Good for them, as they are this week's champions. Go ahead and give them a crown. 11D going to take that second place after a 3-0. That was kind of disappointing, man. I am not even going to lie, but wow, what a finals, right?
Yeah, indeed. Increíble las finales. No sabía que Explicit estaba jugando muy bien el día de hoy, pero de verdad no me esperaba que barrieran de una manera tan dominante en estas partidas. 3-0 es lo que va a darnos de resultado esta semana del Meseeks Sunday Showdown. Y enhorabuena para Explicit, que de verdad se ve que... No estoy seguro acerca de Jingo y Saxi siendo parte del roster oficial, pero en general se vieron muy sólidos, muy buena la manera de jugar de ellos, y enhorabuena por ser los campeones de esta semana. Obviamente también darles las gracias a cada uno de ustedes por estar con nosotros una semana más. Espero que se lo hayan pasado de lo mejor, que se hayan divertido, y esperamos verlos en el siguiente domingo. Recordemos que esto es algo que hacemos semana a semana y lo hacemos por ustedes, así que sí, esperemos se hayan divertido y los veremos en la siguiente, pero no se vayan aún porque vamos a dar un raideazo, ¿vale? Espero que se puedan quedar por unos minutos más. With all that being said, like, congratulations to the side of Explicit. That's all I gotta say, Verdict.
Dude, that's actually going to bring us to the conclusion of our stream, guys. Got to give a shout out to Guildmania and DeiNomine coming through, supporting the calls, coming through with the co-cast. Absolutely love it, guys. Give a shout out to all the viewers out there. You guys are the reason why we're able to do this week in, week out. All the mods making sure that we are on track. And shout out to Trovo, HyperX, Juju Energy, and SXC. Make sure you use code Meseeks at checkout, guys. Get ready for a raid. Go ahead and give the crown to the champs. Explicit taking the bag in 3 games. GG's, well played. 11D. Looking forward to you guys coming back next week. Much love to you guys. We'll see you back on Tuesday, as Mobile Mayhem will be back live on my channel starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central European Time. Until then, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. GG's.